All right, everyone. Thanks for joining tonight. I got Patrick here with me live.
Hello, everyone.
We got a few things we're going to be going over. We're going to be talking a little bit about what Patrick's been up to here the next few days. I got like a celebration announcement. We're going to do a fresh crack, and Doc from Old Fashioned Ways will be joining us later around 7, and we're all going to make our favorite cocktail.
And I think we're also doing duck races. And yep. I have a special giveaway for the people that are a little more local to Northeastern Ohio if you're able to show up. But we'll talk about that later.
Yep. So we can go ahead and get started. Let's see who all we got in here. I was watching before we came live. I saw David and the guys from Bourbon and Balls. Cheers, guys. Paul, that bourbon guy.
Yep.
Let's see. Tracy. Cheers, Tracy. Patrick Littledew. Cheers. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Renee.
Let's see. Sandy. Thanks, Sandy, for coming. Patrick, I see you're on.
Yep, I joined on.
You're in the chat.
Always got to boost viewership. That's why I'm on here.
Carl, thanks for joining. And Chris Jenkins.
Yeah, there you go. And
Donald.
There you go.
A lot of names I recognize.
Yeah.
Ryan. Thanks for coming, Ryan. What's up? And JD. All right.
Cool.
So we are starting out tonight with the 1792 12 year.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, I poured this. I already had a sip. I really do like Barton juice. I don't go to it enough. It's almost like the forgotten bottles. But they're actually really good. I think all the different ones I like.
Mine would have been sitting out, but I showed up in the middle of the intro because I came just from a golf tournament.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to let it sit for a hot minute. But 1792, I think, makes great juice.
Yeah.
And more importantly, I love the age statements. So a 12 year is phenomenal. Also love the full proof. And I want to say the small batch, just for being a small batch, the entry level one.
It's good
for $30, $35 or whatever with tax spend wherever you go. Delicious pour. One of the first times I had it was actually around a campfire a couple summers ago. So I was like, this is something I'm just going to always have.
Oh, and cheers, Brian, Cast 529. Good to see you. Paul says he's starting with Old Forester Black Label. That's a great bottle too. All the Old Forester Black Labels are always
good. That's a top 5 every time.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, that's like the forgotten bottles. It seems like the 1792. I should visit them more often.
Yeah, they're so good. And they're unique bottle shapes too. They're kind of thin but kind of wide.
Mm-hmm.
They're very narrow but super wide.
We did have a couple of people. We gave away 2 different 1792 bottles on the live last Saturday. And
you asked me who won. I'm sorry. We drank so much. I think Todd had to replay the footage.
I had to go back. Yeah, I had to go back and rewatch the live to see who won. I know David won the foolproof.
Yeah,
I mean, he took that with him, and then somebody won a single barrel. I'm shipping it out, and it's harder to find a box to fit that bottle shape.
Yeah.
Now the boxes, most of them I got are for like long, normal size bottles.
like a normal
size bottle,
like a Saz bottle,
right?
Skinny.
So you got to find the right box to ship one in.
That's unique.
Yeah, for
unique
sure,
to say the least.
Yeah. So we are matching shirts here today.
Yep.
And the reason is Patrick is working at the golf majors event that's going on here in Akron.
The senior tour, the Champions Tour. Here is hosted at every year at Firestone Country Club in Akron. It used to be a part of the PGA Tour, and then they switched a couple of different tours between the PGA and the Senior Tour. So now for the last, I think, 4 or 5 years now, it's been the Senior Tour, which is great because all the players from the late 90s and like the late 80s and the early 2000s are now on the Senior Tour. So all the players that like you kind of watch growing up are now a part of it. So Colin Montgomery, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Like Mike Weir, oh my gosh, just a bunch of different golfers, and they're Vijay Singh, like they're just really cool. Bernard Langard, Retief Goosen, a number of awesome players, and I've been pretty much just been involved in that tournament. It's my backyard. So we get to see the pros. I work with the caddies, so we get a little more extra privileges of seeing a number of different extra benefits and access to the players and caddies compared to the normal volunteers. So it's pretty cool.
Trevor, cheers. Thanks for joining us. And
Yep.
I see you got the Russell Reserve pick that dropped last week. You're trying that. Let us know how it is.
Yep. So yeah,
Tiger Woods is now eligible for the senior tour.
he is, but knowing him, he's probably still going to compete just in the majors and probably at some point get to the senior tour. One of the unique things is he's won at Firestone 8 times. So it's one of his favorite courses. I think there's 2 other courses he's won at that other time, or I think it's Torrey Pines in California, and I want to say Bay Hill, which is Arnold Palmer's tournament down in Orlando, Florida. So
I'll be honest, I don't know anything about golf.
Yeah.
I've never played a round of golf.
you need to.
I've heard a couple of the names that he's mentioned, but
Yeah.
I don't really know golf, but it's pretty cool that it's right here in Akron.
Yeah, and all the big shots come to see us, and I got Todd actually this shirt. The new tournament is called Colleague. I believe they're based out of Canton or maybe North Canton or something like that. They're a racing team, and they do a bunch of other different stuff, but they're now the main sponsor over Bridgestone. So we have all their championship gear, and this is the outfit uniform for this year. This shirt's from a couple years ago.
and Paul says John Daly has the best attitude in golf.
Yes.
And on the thumbnail, that was you meeting, like bumping fists with John Daly.
With them, and then
so you got to meet him.
I know, obviously we're a bourbon channel, but he does have his own non-seltzer, non-carbonated like teas and vodka base. And I got to meet him, got I think an 8-pack or whatever of his drinks, and he signed the thing as well as the picture that we got bumping Nux. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet to kind of get that set up.
So Trevor says, my cousin got married at Firestone last summer.
Nice.
Great venue.
Excellent venue. And actually, there's actually someone who does watch our channel, Seth. Seth, actually, I ran into him today. And
Seth Bush.
Yep. And I don't think he's watching just yet because he's still working. I kind of barely made it to get here. But
I'll say
he is supposed to be watching eventually.
Pinned to the top of the chat is a link to our Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, actually our Facebook group, it's actually a group. If you're on Facebook and you're not a member, click on that link, go join. Seth's actually a member on Facebook.
Yep.
So yeah, go join us on Facebook. David, thank you very much. I put you in, got your duck, first duck of the night.
Yep. But
so for every $5, you get a duck in the race, and you get to pick one of the bags, A, B, C, or D, with a blind flight.
I won't say pick C or pick B or pick A or D. Don't know which one to say. They're really good stuff. One of them actually I donated to.
Yeah, he donated one of the blinds tonight.
Yeah, I donated for one of the blinds, so it's going to stay there until it gets picked. But so obviously we have the super chat going on, as well as the Venmo for duck races. But I have a special giveaway, and I want to try to do it hopefully in 2 different giveaways.
So we can do that. I can run a giveaway here.
Yeah.
So for anybody who
does the
enters the hashtag.
Yeah, we'll do the hashtag. Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to give one here, one of them away here, and one on
We
Facebook.
could. Yeah, we can do that.
Do you want to do that? You want to do one here and one on Facebook?
My thing is they just have to be redeemed quickly. So
right. Well,
I don't know how quickly you can do it on Facebook compared to like obviously live now.
Right.
So,
Let's do one and see
how it works.
But
so I obviously work here at the tournament, and I was able to get 2 extra tickets for somebody of their choosing for all day for Saturday, and another 2 sets of tickets for Sunday. So let's do hashtag Firestone, because that's where they're playing.
All right, hashtag Firestone.
Yeah. So there you go.
Alicia,
I was going to say, yeah.
Thank you. Got you on the duck race. So if you're in the Akron area and you would like to go to
or Cleveland, it's only
Cleveland,
it's about
anything
an hour
around
drive.
here. Yeah, anything around here, and you'd like to go see, watch golf. I don't know.
Yeah, watch golf.
Hashtag Firestone.
I usually work in the mornings and at the end to kind of close up a tournament, so I have a lot of gapping for the middle of the day. If someone wants to like meet up or whatever, absolutely. But I got 2 sets of tickets, one for Saturday and one for Sunday. So
Yeah, see, Mark said that's why I said maybe one on the Facebook, because I still get more of our local people.
Yeah,
so
we can
do
probably
one
do that
here
too.
for the locals and then one on Facebook.
Yeah, but
so
either way,
if you're anywhere near Akron, or you could make it down here for the Firestone tournament.
Either day for the weekend. I just want to make sure I got some extra tickets. I made some friends and luckily was able to get a couple. So I figured it'd be a good way to kind of get back to kind of the local area. I know it's not bourbon related, but it's still golf adjacent. They do have a Jim Beam and cigar booth, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
They have a giant Maker's Mark like selfie station too. So it is pretty cool. And for me, just being a large event that it is, and it is considered a major on the senior tour, the fourth one. So I think it's pretty cool to get back any way I can, especially when you have free tickets. I want them to be used, and I thought this would be a good idea for the community.
Yeah, so there you go. So hashtag Firestone a little bit later. We'll draw on one of our locals. We'll be able to go watch the majors.
Yeah.
So did you meet any of the famous players today?
So today I shook hands with Justin Leonard. He's a great golfer. He's also on the Golf Channel. He's sometimes broadcast. So I met him. Didn't see John Daly today. He was on the other side teeing off. I'm trying to think who else. Rocco Mediate, saw him. He lost to Tiger, I believe, in the 2008 U.S. Open. So saw him. Always has a stogie.
Cheers, Marty.
Bunch of other people too, but yeah, I see a lot of people, and it's great. I love it. Cool. It's my little slice of is this real surreal moments. Yeah. Seeing all these guys being this close, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh, I'm sure if you're a golf fan, if you like golf,
yeah,
I'm sure it'd be a great time.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. So it's fun. I enjoy it, and I'm glad a lot of other people enjoy it too. And it's an event that's still in our backyard, and want to support it the best way we can. Yeah, showing up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome. And thank you for the offer, Patrick. And we'll put one up on Facebook later.
And the real secret is that I bought him the shirt, so he has now a golf polo.
I have a golf. I have a golf polo.
That's another donation.
All right, guys. So we got that. And
Paul, come on. You can take a couple hours away and go see everybody. It's only a 20-minute drive for you.
Yeah, you're close by, Paul. You should give that a shot.
Yeah.
So
go ahead. What's next on the agenda today?
So I just want to bring up again duck races, guys. For every $5 in super chats, you get a duck in the race, and you'll be able to pick one of the bags, A, B, C, or D, and get a blind sample flight. I do have a bunch of stuff I've boxed out that I'm shipping out tomorrow, including last week's sample winner, as well as all the bottles that we gave out Saturday night.
Yeah,
there was a lot of bottles. It was a lot of fun.
So much fun
that we did.
And I don't know if anyone on the Facebook group saw my job as the documentarian.
Yeah.
Historical scribe, if you want to say. But we did so many fresh cracks, and I labeled each one as a fresh crack that it was. So we had a lot of fresh bottles, and I'd say one in particular was the worst bottle pop I have ever seen.
So you can go look at the short that I published yesterday.
Yeah.
And it is the worst fresh crack ever.
Ever.
It was really, really bad.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, but it was bad. Mark, hey, Mark, thank you. We got you.
Yorkie, we got you as well.
Thank you, Tracy.
But yeah, no, it was so bad. And Todd, when we were talking about it, I was like, Todd, we need to include his second. We include Brian's second bottle pop because
the redemption.
We had to have a redemption. Pop. We couldn't just leave him out to get roasted like that. So
yeah, definitely, it was funny.
It was pretty good.
That bourbon guy, I got you, Paul. Hey, Marty, just to tell you that hashtag is for a giveaway for a ticket to the Firestone Masters Golf Tournament that's going on right now here in Akron. So unless you can make it to Akron, if you win, I'm not sure if you actually want to enter that one. Well, I know you just came in late.
Yeah, luckily the giveaway is for 2 sets of tickets, one for either Saturday or for Sunday of your choosing. All I need from you is your first and last name and your email or your phone number. Then it just gets sent right to you, and all you have to do is accept it after that. So very easy to transfer, very easy to download if you have Ticketmaster or Ticketmaster account. So super easy.
Patrick, I got you. Thank you for the donation, and you got a duck in the race.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm out of that one. Yeah, I figured you would be. I saw you probably just saw the hashtags and said, well, I should join in on this one.
If you win, we know to redraw.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Yeah.
no big deal there.
All right. So, yeah, it was a great giveaway.
Yep.
Last Saturday was a lot of fun. It was just overall, we had a really good time.
I'm trying to think. We had what? It was supposed to be 2 hours. I think it was closer to 2.5.
No, I think we were just over, maybe about 2:10, 2:15.
Well, either way, I round up. So about 2.5. And then we had about a 10-minute break to set up and reconfigure the different shots. So instead of this traditional view, we had it from right here shooing this way.
Yeah, and we're all sitting at the table.
We're all sitting at the table, and we had a great turnout, obviously, to the Patreons in the area. And a lot of Ubers were called, which I think is a smart thing. So we weren't completely sloshed and hammered. And then also we had so many fresh cracks, so many great pours, great company.
I got you, Trevor.
We did the live stream for that, and I think it was like another 4 hours or 5 hours.
Yeah, we were like another 4 hours on that second live stream.
And
Donald, I got you.
And I think we were consistently around like 10 to 15 people.
No, it was pretty low from a lot of it. They came on later, but
every time
I think we were like 5 or 6 at one point.
I mean, but I'm saying like either way, it was still pretty good, especially with us not really being as interactive.
Yeah, we were just sitting here, people watching us drink. I don't know how much fun that is. We're really interactive.
Unless you're just into seeing what we were going to crack next.
Yeah, that would be the fun parts because there was a lot of really good bottles.
Yeah, and then towards the end, we kind of forgot that we were sitting next to one another, and we just like, oh, the camera's still rolling. Let's interact with that. So towards the end, it's like more interaction with the camera.
Yep. All right. So besides that, I have another little celebration announcement for tonight. So we got to finish off your glass.
Okay.
Because we'll do a fresh crack.
What do we have here?
All right. So I did. My mother-in-law actually managed to go out and pick me up the new Penelope cigar batch.
I love this label.
Yeah, it's the coolest label.
It straight up looks like a cigar ring that you would get. Look,
absolutely.
Take a look at this. It looks so much like a cigar ring. It is so cool.
But so I've been wanting this, and I don't like to kind of like fresh crack, like kind of special bottles without an occasion. But last night my daughter gave us an occasion.
Oh,
she has been offered a full-time teaching position. So she is
gainfully employed, contributing to society. There we go. Gonna learn what taxes are.
So she graduated. I mean, if you've seen the video where we opened the President's Choice, she graduated recently, and she's been applying, and she got offered a teaching position. So
that's awesome. Close by.
I'm not going to say where. I'm
just saying like
close.
Commute. Good commute. Short commute.
A little longer than we would like, but the reason it's good enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
so it was
exciting.
Congratulations for her getting what she's been working towards and getting started in that world.
Yeah.
And a good opportunity for us to open a fresh bottle.
Yeah. And I think you just got this
yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yesterday.
That's how we do it here. We get bottles, we crack them, and we share them. So it's great. That's awesome. Do you want me to go around and film real quick?
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. See, I know this guy. I know him.
The crazy thing short of it on TikTok.
Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm the guy who usually films these shorts.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. Going around camera.
All right.
Now leave the mic there. You're good. We're on air.
All right. So here we go. Penelope Cigar Batch 1.
There you go.
All right. I'm looking forward to this. I really want to compare this to some of the other cigar batches. I'm really interested in this one. The reason is, so it's a blend of bourbon, single malt, and the American light whiskey. And I love the Penelope American light whiskey.
I just got the 7-tier one.
Oh, did you?
Because I tried it from you.
That's fantastic.
And I was like, I got a hunt for that. And a buddy of mine, we traded for it. So it worked out well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Tracy. Yes, it is real. Waiting for them to finish and graduate and pass everything. It's a breath of fresh air once they do. And then to be able to
say they're
find a position.
Employed,
is even better. So it's very happy. So, hi, Sonda. Cheers. Welcome. What Trevor said something.
Trevor said he wished he had family in the area to hunt for him and help him hunt.
Yeah,
100% the case.
It's nice. It's nice to have. It's nice to have.
Most of the time, I typically just lean on Todd or anyone else that's kind of doing their travels. Like right now, we've had a guest on the show, Pat Weigel. He's, I think, traveling, through like Kentucky, not Kentucky, out in Colorado and on his way back. And he's offered a couple different spots. And I'm like, if you have this one, sure, but past that, yeah. So it's nice to have options to say, I don't need this. And then it's a surprise when you get 2 months later.
I don't know why you passed on this, Brian. You passed on this for $66.
Oh,
I would have absolutely grabbed it. I'm sorry. I can't believe you passed it.
We'll
have to let you know, Mark. I haven't had a sip yet. It's fresh crack. Hey, Chip, cheers. So anybody who's just joining, we'll go ahead and let you know right now we're running a giveaway. If you are anywhere near the Akron area, Patrick is working the Firestone golf event right now.
Yep, the Colleague Champions tournament. It's a major for the senior tour for the PGA, so the senior players. And I have 2 tickets for Saturday and 2 tickets for Sunday. We're going to do one here live and then another one through the Facebook group. And so we're going to get you some tickets.
So if you're around the Akron area and you would like to go to the Firestone golf event that's going on this weekend, put hashtag Firestone in the chat and we're going to draw a winner later.
Yep.
So you'll want to be, within driving distance of Akron or be willing to make the trip to Akron if you're not anywhere near. But
if
you want a chance to go to tickets to the golf event, hashtag Firestone.
It's free parking. So you don't have to worry about that. They have a shuttle service to get you to the gates. And yeah, tickets not much anyway, but it's free. So that's pretty nice to see some of the big names in golf from the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s that are on the senior tour.
Yeah, Trevor, again, I had someone help me get that Bowman earlier this week, and I'm really excited about that one. So
yeah, and it's funny because I've actually been to the Bowman Distillery.
It's got a nice nose.
I've been to the Bowman Distillery, and I actually bought a cast strength T-shirt. If we do a video on that, I'm gonna have to wear.
I'm gonna wear it.
T-shirt. Yeah, it was like one of those clearance things. It was like $10, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. I'm never gonna get that bottle or try it, but sure. And then here we are. We have an opportunity.
Sagamore Sherry finish. That's a good bottle. That's definitely a good bottle. I like that one. Yeah, and that's a good price on it too.
Oh yeah, excellent price.
Marty, I got your entry into the duck race. Anybody just joining, we're having a duck race tonight. For every $5 you send in Super Chat, you get a duck in the race. The winner gets to pick bag A, B, C, or D, and each one has a blind flight in it.
Or DCBA.
D, whatever. One of those letters.
Yeah, one of those letters. This does have a great nose.
It does have a great nose, yeah.
I got a lot of leather.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of cinnamon on it too.
I get a little cinnamon, but I get a lot of like leather, some of those like earthy dirt tones. I like this. It's a good smell. Reminds me of some turkey.
That's nice.
I gotta find this.
That's a little fruity. It's actually a little bit.
It's a little fruit at the end, yeah.
It does got that leather on it, but it's a little fruity.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be doing a review on this with Paul this weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll be putting out a review of this bottle.
Do you know? Yeah, I was going to say Paul's just mentioning it right now. Sometimes they don't put out anything they ask for. You got to see what they have. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, Renee, she's talking about one of our local liquor stores. Sometimes you go in and they don't have the bottle out. You have to ask for it. They don't have it out on the counter for you to see.
Yeah.
So you have to ask them.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, though, I think I need to try to find this. This is quite delicious.
It's pretty good.
Are you doing other cigar blend comparisons?
Yes, we plan to shoot a review of this and a blind of cigar blends.
Do you have 4? Do you have 3? Do you know how many? Because I have this.
We have this, and we have Paul's. So I don't know.
Okay. I have Buzzard's Roost, their cigar, and I also have the Old Elk one.
My favorite cigar blend has been Joseph Magnus.
And I have Joseph Magnus too, which I think he has.
Is my favorite.
So I have those 3, but yeah, this one would be great.
Yeah, this is definitely good though. I like it.
Yeah. The other cool thing I know Paul has is the new solo blind. That like 3D printed thing where it puts all your glance in the thing and spins it. I really want to get one of those.
All right. So, Chip, I got your entries into the duck race. One more time, guys. Every $5 in Super Chat, you get into the duck race for one of the blind sample bags. Also, if you are in the Akron area, we have tickets to the Firestone golf event. If you would like to have a chance to win them, hashtag Firestone. We'll be drawing a winner in a little bit here, and you'll get to go see all the famous golfers.
Yeah. It's awesome. They've been shooting crazy well considering the terrible rainy conditions today, but this weekend's supposed to be clear, and so you'll be good when it comes to the weather. It won't be bad.
All right. So right now we have a guest that's joining us tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Doc from Old Fashioned Ways. Hey, Doc.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I was
Good.
bringing YouTube on the side here so I can watch it at the same time. So how are you guys doing?
I know I do. I pad the stats. I'm on my phone right now too.
David, you cracked
it's because I can't see chat through here, so I always do it that way so I can try to see chat at the same time, you know?
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, so we just fresh cracked the Penelope cigar batch.
Nice. I haven't even cracked it open yet. How is it?
It is.
You should crack it open.
Nice. It's very nice. Yeah.
You should crack it open. It's delicious.
It's not very high proof, but as like a starter, it's got a real good, palate.
I think it's what 101.
101.
So the consensus is crack it open. I actually happen to have it right next to me, so.
Hey, like it was
that
planned
was
or
not
something.
pre-planned. I
Yeah,
swear
it was planned or something.
It wasn't.
No, and honestly, it wasn't because we're talking about making an old fashioned. I have everything out for the old fashioned, right?
Yeah,
but
we got
all our
here,
stuff over here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anytime I get new bottles, I keep them on the side. So when I do my monthly haul, I have them all in one spot and I just grab them over, right? So the reason it's there is I just picked it up. So yeah, let's pop this open.
Yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, give it a, and we want to hear that. We want to hear that bottle pop.
Yeah,
of course. You know, that's like the two sexiest sounds is a bottle pop and then pouring out for the first time.
The neck pour. I love
we hear the bloop 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 bloop. You know, I hear you.
Someone I know said that it's like nails on a chalkboard. So I'm like, I don't know what chalkboard you listen to, but to me, that's like angels singing. I love it.
Yeah, I hate chalkboard sound, so I don't know what he's talking about. Let's see how this sounds. Nice start.
That was a good one. Doc, I don't know if you heard us a little bit earlier, about 5 minutes ago. We had a friend, and he did probably the worst bottle pop that we've ever heard. And it was on a lot B, a Van Winkle lot B.
Van Winkle lot B. He opened it, no sound whatsoever.
And then he did it again, and no sound again. It was the emptiness of a void. It was so bad.
We got a short of it out there. It's pretty bad.
That's hilarious. That's like one of those, like, you're so excited, you're so pumped up, you're popping it open, and then
exactly. We actually made that noise.
I made that sound. I made the wah wah wah, the peanuts from like Snoopy, and I did that.
You sound. Have to. That's so sad. Hey guys, cheers everybody out there. Cheers. Oh my goodness.
David's asking how you got the name Doc, the nickname Doc.
So I have 2 doctorates. I'm a doctor of chiropractor, doctor of nurse practitioner.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's how I got that. So yeah, short version of a long story. Because I have 2 bachelors, 2 masters, 2 doctorates.
That's awesome.
Impressive. Very nice.
So I guess I should have called myself master, like, for Star Wars,
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you don't have like a like Doc Squared or something like that.
Yeah, we've talked about actually hyphenating our last names and adding Vader to it as well. So that can actually be truly Doc Vader.
Doc Vader. That's pretty
That'd
good.
be sweet. That'd be awesome. Well, I was gonna say,
Tom Black said you're not a doctor. You play one.
He just plays one in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Only when I'm with you, Tom Black. Only when I'm with you. It's time for that prostate exam. Do you want 1 or 2 fingers, sir?
Hey, sometimes they just want the whole one.
Big one.
I was gonna say, Doc, this is the first time I'm meeting you. I'm Patrick, and I can tell we're gonna be good friends.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry it's the first time you meet me, though. You know, unfortunately, you missed a crazy weekend this weekend. I don't know. I gave away, I don't even know how many bottles, but it was more than 22 bottles in a weekend.
That's awesome. We gave away like 10
to 12.
12. There we go.
Yeah, we gave away 12 on Saturday.
See, and I did 12 on Saturday. And I don't know how many did. No, I did 12 on Friday. I don't know how many did Saturday. But man, the work afterwards is just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God. I just finished boxing up and putting on the labels today so I can ship them out tomorrow. Yeah, it's a lot of.
You can hand deliver tomorrow.
Hand deliver. Yeah. hand deliver them tomorrow.
That's what we say.
So it's it's a lot of work trying to get everything put together, get the right size boxes and everything.
Going back to a little side comic, Mark Duffy, he said Tom Black takes all 5 fingers.
Well, that's something.
Love it.
Hashtag little spoon.
So what do you think? What do you
He
think?
likes to be the little spoon. That's why they say that. Actually, I like it. I like the way it coats the tongue. The first
Oh,
sip
it's
was
so
a little bit cinnamon forward in the beginning, but it's starting to kind of. That was my first drink. I mean, I literally ran in the door, plugged everything up, and got on here. Changed out of my scrubs and got on here because I was running late from. I normally my office is like 5 minutes from here, but on Thursdays I happen to work in Brownsville. It's about an hour and 15. But of course, when you're in a hurry, what happens? You have slow people driving, and then I also had DPS for like 30 of that drive. 30 minutes of that drive, the DPS was in front of me. I'm like, jeez.
No, it's funny because I don't know if you've seen the channel. They have
Keith, I got your entry.
I was going to say Todd has put up a little intro video that usually is about 2 minutes. There was about 30 seconds left in it when I showed up because I came straight from a golf tournament that I'm volunteering at right now. And it's been crazy. I'm just glad I got here on time.
Yeah, actually right now, Doc, we are running a giveaway here for tickets for the Firestone Masters tournament that's going on here in Akron.
Oh, wow.
He's working the event, so we got 2 tickets. Giving away a ticket to the event.
I have 2 tickets for Saturday, 2 tickets for Sunday. We're going to give one of the days away.
One of the sets away here.
Yep. And
so if you're anywhere near the Akron area and you've just recently joined us, hashtag Firestone in the comments.
Yep.
And you can win tickets to the golf.
Yep. It's my 13th year volunteering there.
You guys are in Akron, Ohio?
Yep.
Yes.
Did you know my wife's from Akron, Ohio?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
so when you said that, I was like, wait, Firestone, Akron. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. It's my backyard. I love it.
Yeah, he lives right by the golf course.
It's literally my backyard. I can see the water tower from my backyard. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my father-in-law worked. I think it was Firestone, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And he helped patents. His name's on some of the patents of the race car tires originally.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
He used to go to all the races. And so my wife was I shouldn't say this on TV on live, but she was a spoiled young girl, and got to do all that stuff and go into the pits and do all that. Like they would, and my father-in-law's name is Tom Brown. They're like, Tom Brown, come get your daughter.
Now it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that. My uncle, fake uncle, but we call him uncle. We were just very close. My mom is a former home ec teacher, so she was a teacher. And the person next door to her, her name was Georgia. And because they were so close, being relatively new students to this school or whatever, they became friends. And they're a little bit older than my parents or whatever, but became very close family and whatnot. Her husband worked at Firestone as well as Goodyear. And he actually is the guy who made up the patent for the spare tire, the donut.
Oh, that's cool.
He is that guy. Yeah, so not related, but very fortunate to have them in my life and whatnot. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago, but it's great. We always stay in touch, and she actually joined us for Mother's Day this year at my house, and I cooked up some hibachi on my Blackstone.
I need to verify that because I think now I'm thinking it's Goodyear you work for because if you say one or the other, you're in trouble. So I might.
Well, they're honestly
they're right there by each other.
Yeah, they're across the street.
Yeah, but I can't remember which one. I want to say he worked for now Goodyear. Shit. I might have that
Rubber
wrong.
City.
Luckily, I don't think he's watching. If I do, I'm going to be in trouble.
My wife's granddad worked for, I believe, Firestone.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that was big. I mean, back in the day, they were huge employers.
Yeah,
Goodyear and Firestone.
Yeah, I mean that area is just amazing. That area is amazing.
Well,
we used to go out there every year.
It's
my wife's grandma lived out there, and when she got older, she couldn't travel, so we couldn't bring her back with. She used to come for Christmas, so we used to actually drive up there every Thanksgiving and be there for the wake of Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving, we would go to Christmas Tree Farm because it's the first day they open. Cut down a tree, tie it to the top of the car, and drive back home. So we look at the freaking Griswolds driving back.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. I was going to say, usually Akron's known for 2 things, or three things: LeBron James and Steph Curry, because obviously they're from Akron.
I didn't know Steph Curry was. I didn't know
Yep,
Steph.
Steph Curry was. Well, he was like born here. I don't think he was raised here.
No, yeah, but still born here, born in the same hospital as
me. But of
me.
course, LeBron.
Yeah, and then the other one is known as Blimp City. We just had the 100th anniversary of the Goodyear Blimps. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. And then obviously Rubber City, because birthplace of rubber tires and whatnot.
Yeah, and my favorite thing is your ice cream. What is it called?
Strickland's
or Pads?
No, Strickland's. I've never done the other one.
Strickland's is the best.
I like Pads.
Strickland's is the best in there.
I love it. And so we used to go there in the cold, and ice cream on a cold day for some reason just tastes better.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's 64 right now here in Akron. You'd be surprised for mid-June. It's only 64, but
I don't know if my wife's watching right now, but she worked at Strickland's through high school. So so she's big Strickland's fan.
Because Strickland's is right there at the bottom where the blimp is, like that, where they used to house the blimp. So that's the one I used to go to. That one. There's another one I went to.
And actually, right by the hangar, Trevor just mentioned it a moment ago, is also home of the, I believe it's international, not national, international soapbox derby.
Soapbox derby's here. Right there by the hangar. Yeah.
So I've been here a couple times to watch the soapbox, and I was like, let me get Frankie Muniz, because I know he was on a Disney Channel movie for a soapbox derby movie. I just kept thinking that every time.
Yeah, that's funny because go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Trevor said "Rip to the Rubber Bowl." That was the stadium that the Akron Zips used to play in.
Yeah.
And they had like a lot of concerts, like back in the day, like Monsters of Rock and stuff. It's gone now.
It's nice like horseshoe in the field. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's torn down now.
Yeah.
So I'm clarifying something. So wife, so they're from Akron, Ohio. Which one did Papa work for? Goodyear. So I was wrong.
You're right. You're right.
And then we got Strickland's. What's the burger place I love?
Swenson's. Swenson's, some of the best burgers you'll ever have.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So every time we go out there, we always stop at those two places and just
enjoy. They have to. They have
have you got a Luigi's? That's by the
I just ate there Monday. Absolutely. I was just there Monday.
My girlfriend, she has 3 kids, and we've been trying to work on individual dates with the kids, like just me and the kids. And both of them requested pizza for dinner, and they think that like Little Caesars and Domino's is like the best pizza. I'm like, you guys are young and stupid. We'll get you educated on your pizza game. I'm gonna take you to Luigi's, and you'll be great.
John said he played in the Rubber Bowl a couple of times. So
that's really cool.
Same with Paul. Luigi's is the best.
Yeah.
Luigi's.
I grew up in Ellett.
Yeah, she grew up in Ellett. That's what she said.
My wife grew up in Ellett.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So so it's a small world,
Not the name drop. Not the name. Renee. Renee, come back down here.
Renee Hubener.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Look it up in an old yearbook.
Did she go to Ellett?
She did. Yes.
What year did she graduate?
94.
I graduated in 93.
You guys went to school together.
And she has a sister, Missy.
Hubener?
Missy Hubener, yeah.
Oh, that sounds very familiar. Because they know me there in Akron as Angie Brown.
Oh, okay.
Renee's in chat.
Renee, yeah, my wife's in chat. She just said 94. I got it right.
Yeah. Hey, good.
That's one for me.
Hey, congrats. Yeah.
Wow. Small world.
Small world.
It is really a small world. That's crazy.
And so where are you guys located now?
I'm in Texas, so McAllen, Texas, which is South Texas. There's actually a sign that I just saw recently that says we're the official South Pole of Texas, which we're not, because there's something a little bit farther south than us, but we're about 10, 15 minutes from the border, which I don't ever cross anymore. When I was younger, it was safe. Now it's not anymore.
Mark, yes, we are old. Yes. He's like, I graduated in 2007.
Speak for yourselves. Mark, you're older than me. I graduated in 08. College in 12, but 08 in high school.
All right, so Doc, we talked about we're all going to make our favorite cocktail.
Yeah.
And we brought you on for the speciality of it. So
yeah, because
I think it's your show to run right now.
Yeah, you're the cocktail guy. So
all right, so let me take a sip of this and put it to the side, and we'll make a old fashioned.
Cheers!
Cheers, guys!
Cheers!
We got into it. We start talking and chatting and enjoying some.
Hey,
that's always the best time,
Yeah.
Paul graduated in 87. He's the only one probably in here older than me.
So what I'm gonna do is just make it directly in the glass, and I'm using my fingers because I didn't bring the thing because I was in a hurry. But I gotta have nice big ice to make this.
There you go.
It goes very well. I didn't bring my cherries back here because for some reason my cherries are frozen in my fridge.
Oh,
I don't know why.
That's where you get your water droplets from.
Yeah.
oh, lip service crew, 1981. Okay, you beat Paul.
All right. So I always like. So for me, I figured out the best sugar for me is Demerara simple syrup. I don't do it like it's not a double one. It's just a 1:1 ratio.
Yeah.
If you like it sweet, add more. But I add a little bit under half an ounce, not over a quarter, but not quite a half, just because I kind of like that balance in there. Adds a lot of texture, a lot of flavor, a lot of helps bring out some of that woodiness, some of that, and helps kill some of the tannic in there as well. So that's why I really like it. And then I like orange bitter, so I always do 1 or 2 drops, dashes of orange bitters. And I like bitter, so sometimes I'll go a little crazy with the Angostura bitters and hit a few extras. But I mean, I don't mind. I don't do the little drop that some people do. They do that and they think that's a thing. No, I do a full, just get it in there, fill it up, get that flavor going in there. Now I don't have an orange today, so I found this cheat. I found this on. I watched what is it called? Bourbon Night. I think there's
It's Bourbon Night.
Yeah, it's Bourbon Night.
And they did a cheat, and I liked it. So I do that sometimes too, because when you don't have an orange, if you get a little bit of just orange liqueur and just put that in there, it adds that flavor. And they actually did this with the JTS, and that JTS actually does work pretty well as an old fashioned. So I did like it. So just a little bit of that in there as well. And then of course the main component. So I just went with my OG. What the bourbon that got me into drinking old fashions is Woodford Double Oak. So this is a pick. But that's just, that
was also a good bottle pop.
That was nice.
I heard that one. That was good.
So with this one, kind of measure, kind of don't, just add a little extra in there. There's no reason if it's a nice night, why not add the extra? So
yeah, splurge.
And then, just stir that up a little bit and enjoy it a little bit. And I'm actually doing it in my original glass that I did it in because that's the first thing that was next to me, which is my Darth Vader glass.
All right.
And the only other thing I sometimes like to add is the cherry juice when it's not frozen and some cherries in here. So that's my old fashioned, my OG old fashioned.
I love it.
All right.
It's a good little twist. I know.
Always good.
Todd's going to be doing something similar, but he has a different twist on his that I was a little shocked about when I found out yesterday.
Yep.
He does it topless.
Yeah, no. Then we'd have no viewers watching.
There you go.
All right. So I also make an old fashioned. Just right away, I don't drink many cocktails. I drink neat. Very seldom do I make a cocktail. When I do, it's typically an old fashioned, or I'm having a cocktail when I'm out somewhere, and it's whatever they make. But the old fashioned is usually my go-to if I am going to have one.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a great go-to. I don't blame you. I mean,
yeah. Same with Manhattan. I think they're both very similar. Just obviously the little fruits are different, but both are delicious.
If I'm gonna do a Manhattan, I like the black Manhattan. There's something different with it. I forget what I don't make them very often, but I don't make them. I usually order them that way. I forget what they do that's different. That just makes it taste a little bit different. I like it.
Interesting.
I don't know what a black Manhattan.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I can think of is if you add, I don't know, maybe like a little Jaeger or something, get some of that liquor.
No, but that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
It would be. I mean, you can try it.
So
I definitely need to do the Jaeger and the Jaeger old fashioned now. Sorry, I've got in there.
I start out with about a half ounce of simple syrup.
And it's just a 1:1 ratio, simple?
Yeah, just regular simple syrup. I don't have any good cherries, but I always get a cherry.
Oh, does that have a fork on there? Oh, no.
Yeah, it has a fork on the other end.
Why don't you use the fork?
I don't know.
They don't work as well for that. I've tried it too. I understand.
It's hard to stab a soft cherry.
Well, I was gonna say it's a full jar of cherries. That's really bad missing.
And I use the Angostura bitters. I like to do 3 shakes.
And a slam.
And I like to muddle it. So I like to muddle up the cherry. Smash it up.
I love that.
Did you live in Wisconsin?
No, I've never lived in Wisconsin. I grew up in Florida and moved to Ohio.
But that would be a brandy old fashioned.
Yeah, but they do the fruit muddling, right? And most of the time it's a brandy, but they do sometimes with whiskey. But I'm just saying, you start muddling stuff. Yeah.
No, I think that's just a Midwest thing in general. Because I muddle too.
Big ice cube.
Yep. I purposely brought over when I was bringing over my ingredients because I was at the golf tournament, didn't know how hot it would be all in my car. I brought over everything, and I brought over the giant ice cubes just for this segment.
So
I love it.
My old fashions, I always like to use Old Overholt 114. So
That's a great-
I don't like to drink this one neat, but
Mhm.
I think it goes great in a
yeah.
mixed drink.
Yeah.
So now
Like
I
Old
won't have
Granddad is great too, like that. Old Granddad's makes a great one too.
yeah, I like the rye. I like the high rye in it
Mhm.
when I do an old
This
fashioned.
one's also an Ohio pick.
No, well, it was
Ooh.
released. It was
Oh,
Ohio
sorry,
release.
really Ohio release,
yeah.
exclusive
okay,
Ohio
okay.
release.
Yeah. But I won't have a nice pop because it's a screw top. But
We got screwed.
yeah, so I will do 3 ounces.
I like that. Not just 2. Let's do the 3. I like that.
Well, there's a reason I do 3
Because-
coming up, and this is what he freaks out about.
The main reason is because we're in his basement, so he's got to crawl upstairs.
I like to add
This
a
is
half ounce of club soda
this is
to
the
give it some
twist.
fizz.
This is the twist.
See, once again, that's a Wisconsin thing too.
I've never been to Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin people with the brandies, they put a little bit of club soda in there as well. But it's interesting you put it at the end because normally they put it when you're muddling. Is when they usually add that.
Well, I've always done it towards the end, so I pour it over the ice cube.
Okay.
And then I always like to do a splash of cherry juice
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah,
it.
I love that splash of cherry juice.
And then I mix it up. And that's how I make my old fashions.
And Trevor saying that he uses Blanton's for his old fashions.
Blanton's. I just like ryes in my old fashioned more than bourbons. I guess just as a personal thing. I don't know. Like I don't
Yeah.
like the bitters with the bourbon. I like the bitters more with the spice of the rye.
Yeah. And I get that too. I understand where you're coming from with that. Like Tom Black saying that he likes Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse actually makes a great old
Yeah,
fashioned.
Rittenhouse is great too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great for what? I think it's what, like 20, 25 bucks, maybe 30. I don't remember. I just know it's on the lower part, but it's great.
Yeah.
And David says Wisconsin people will drink anything.
Yeah.
I got a Rittenhouse single barrel pick that I got, and I really like this. It's great if you mix it with a little bit of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So
Hey, he
Wow.
tries to find the 24th flavor every time.
yeah, that's right. But that's how I make my old fashioned.
Well,
All right.
cheers to your old fashioned. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So
JQS actually is a good low proof one, like a low end one that actually makes a good old fashioned. But one that I found that I saw online that somebody said was like they did all these old fashions. They said the best one they ever made was with the Alberta Premium Canadian whiskey.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
you're right.
Oh, that is
It
such
does
an
make
underrated.
it does
Super
make like you should
underrated
try
bottle.
it with that.
Yeah.
It is I was actually pretty impressed. It does make a very, very good old fashioned. It really
I'll have,
does.
to, I'll
so
have to
good.
try that.
There
I
was,
drink that one neat, but I'll try it
there,
as a
there was a place, I think it was you went to, or maybe it was somebody else I was in a chat with. They had this store or whatever, and everything was like, I think Alberta's was what, like $80 or $100.
It's around 80, but it was
It was
actually
on-
discontinued here in Ohio. It was
Yeah.
$38.
There you go. It was like $35
Yeah.
for a bottle, and we're like, buy. So yeah,
Cheers-
no, that's
cheers,
that's a
Dave.
very
What was
underrated
that?
bottle. There you go. All right, so I
Now
didn't
your turn.
I didn't know the theme was old fashions.
It's
I-
not
I
a
thought-
thing. It was just a
cocktail.
cocktail.
Favorite cocktail.
yeah. So one of my favorites is called a paper plane.
Oh yeah.
And so I learned about it from one of my buddies. I want to say maybe like 7 years ago, and I loved it. It was actually two of my buddies was their drink of choice or their signature drink for their wedding. But I absolutely love it. And knowing me, I was actually a little disappointed in myself because I had to go buy new ingredients. So I
just want to
have
say real quick, Trevor.
Yep.
Yes, rye mixes great with Dr. Pepper, man. The spice
Yep.
goes great with those spices and the Dr. Pepper.
So I have like a splash of the Aperol. I have a splash of the Amaro and Nino, which is an Italian liqueur. And then obviously I had to get those replaced. I personally have gone through so many iterations of this drink because I wanted to find the perfect, to my taste buds, taste for what is it. And I've come up with the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond 7-year. So I
Ooh.
pretty much only use this to make paper planes because I love it that much. But it is great for 100 proofer. You're not getting super messed up. It's pretty good. And then obviously on top of that, you have lemon juice. I am way too lazy to cut up and squeeze a bunch of lemons. So I have the little cheat right here. But being a perfect cocktail, it is straight up the same measurement. So it could be a half ounce of everything, could be a full ounce of everything. It could be whatever. So I'm gonna kill my old bottles before I get into the new ones over here. But that's kind of it, and I love it. It's an absolutely incredible drink.
Real quick,
I don't think I've ever tried paper plane. I don't think I've ever tried one. So now I'm gonna put your recipe on and try that this week, and I'm gonna try paper plane.
And like I said, it's a perfect cocktail. I brought my own shaker. I just got a great commission check. Got the Yeti shaker for no reason. So I bought it just because, and this is actually the second time I've used it. And ironically, the first time I made it was another paper plane. So
just real quick, guys, we're having a duck race tonight. For every $5 in super chat, you get a duck in the race, and the winner gets to pick one of the bags. Blind sample flights.
Which one's which?
Ooh, that's pretty cool. So
Yeah,
how many blind samples are in each bag? Out of curiosity.
Three. So there's three 2-ounce samples in each bag, and there are 4 bags.
And one of them is mine. I donated to the cause. Ooh, this is like just shy of a full ounce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You didn't even need to get a.
Well, it's my favorite cocktail, so I needed to get a replacement anyway. It just makes me feel better. I can throw this away at the end of the stream.
Crown. The only Crown I like Crown Peach with iced tea. Crown Peach and iced tea go pretty good together.
Arnold Palmer.
Other than that, I don't really drink Crown.
I do with an Arnold Palmer.
I want to donate to your cause there. I want to donate to your cause. So whoever wins, I'm gonna throw in a sample of the Penelope that we just opened. Cigar.
Oh, there you go.
I have them somewhere. I just have to find them. I actually have a little kit that I made so that you can actually make an old fashioned.
Okay.
If I can find that, I'm throwing that in there. I just don't know where it's at right now because after my live this weekend, I don't know where anything's at anymore. This weekend was freaking insane. But I saw it when we're moving stuff around. So as soon as I find it, I'll do that. And what I'll do is I'll throw that in there if I can find it. If not, then I'll throw in another sample of something fun. So if I can't find it, so whoever the winner is, will get that from me. You just send me the information. I'll send it out to them.
Yep. So whoever wins the duck race tonight is going to get to pick a bag of blind sample flight, and we'll get a sample of the cigar blend. So
yep, I'm gonna. Well, you guys were talking about the Joseph Magnus cigar blend when I came on. I heard that coming on.
Yep, that's my favorite cigar blends. Thank you, Dave. I got you.
There you go.
So
I have to admit,
favorite.
My the cigar blends.
Yeah, which the Joseph Magnus. Do you have a batch that you like? Because they're like the batch can be.
You know what? I'm not even sure. I've tried several different batches. I've liked all of them.
They're all good. I've not had one that not like I've been like, oh, I don't want to taste this one anymore. You know.
Right. Yeah. Everyone I've tried, I've enjoyed.
Can I have your knife again? So as we were talking, I'm an idiot and just put them right into my drink instead of mixing it up. So I'm gonna have to dump it out into the shaker.
Well, you know, we all have those moments, and that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. Trevor said thoughts on smoked cocktail. His father just got the smoker kit. So I did the smoker kit with applewood on an old fashioned on this exact recipe, and I liked it. And I could definitely taste like that applewood, almost like if you were smoking a meat or something. It's kind of got that smoky aftertaste. I've got one of the kits as well.
So there's different ways to smoke things, right? And it just depends how smoky you want something. Because I've seen it where you smoke the water before you make the ice out of it. I've seen it where you smoke the glass before you put the drink in it. And then I've seen it where you smoke the drink after you've made it.
That's what I did.
I've always smoked afterwards.
Yeah, I smoked the drink.
Yeah. So
I like purple loud. I got you. Thank you.
With that, there's a lot of it's good. If you like smokiness and you want that flavor, then you want it in the ice. If you just kind of want that hint where you get that smell up front, then do it in the glass or do it after you make the drink, because that ice in that drink will pull that smoke in and just hold it there. So I think that's a good way to have it as well. I like it. I think a lot of that is kind of for trifecta. Let's go.
He said all three. He's gonna smoke it the whole way through.
Yeah. But I mean, and if you really want to smoke it, then do it with the scotch. You know, add that smoky scotch flavor to it as well.
Man, you have super smoke.
So I corrected,
or like the old fashioned, the Old Forester King Ranch.
So I corrected my mistake of dumping in the glass, put it in the Yeti. I shook it around. So as I pour it, and it comes out like a beautiful grapefruit color, and I absolutely love it.
Sonda, I got your entry. Thank you.
I absolutely love it. So I just love the color of this. To me, it's a very seasonal drink of like spring and winter, but in the summer on like a little cooler crisp day, it has a little bit of that tart. It's so good.
So good. So I'd never had a paper plane before, And we went and we did a barrel pick at New Riff. And afterwards, we went up to the Aquafire, and they gave us some like hors d'oeuvres, and they brought us a drink. The drink they brought us was a paper plane. We didn't know at the time that.
But I was so excited. It's like, I know what a paper plane is. I love this.
but we drank the paper plane. It was really good. Afterwards, they let us know that they made it with our barrel pick. So they took some of the stuff from our barrel pick and made our drinks with it.
That's super cool. I have yet to do my first barrel pick. Can you believe that?
Well, I'm ready for you.
You haven't done any barrel pick at all with anyone?
Well, no, I've done barrel picks with people, but I not have my own. I've been blessed that I've done, I think 4. I've done 4.
That's awesome.
Where I've got on it and helped pick, but I've not done my own. So I'm working on that. I think my first one will probably be a Backbone. My second one will be probably still Austin. And I'm thinking about even, have you guys had 7-3 is what it's called. It's that one from New Orleans. Oh my goodness. That
Backbone's out of Indiana, isn't it?
No, it's New Orleans.
Backbone's in New Orleans.
No, Backbone's out of Indiana. 7-3 is out of New Orleans. And oh my God, that's like one of my new favorite like sippers. I discovered that like in the last 6 months, and it's so good.
When you're doing that Backbone one.
Yeah, as Trevor said, the trick is to have me get sick, and then you can take a spot.
So I've done 3 barrel picks for the channel now. We did a New Riff. We've done a Blue Note, and that Blue Note pick will actually within the next couple of days, it's going to be available for sale.
Yep.
I've been waiting for it to get in the warehouse. And then we did a Hard Truth, but Hard Truth has this weird distribution schedule. We won't get the pick till August.
So out of curiosity, like as somebody that doesn't know, how do we have a chance to get those picks from you?
So I have a bottle shop.
Great segue.
TheWhiskeySippers.com. If you go to that website, I have an actual bottle shop you can order from.
Can you put that in the link? Because I'm going to save that because I'm going to come back to this. Yeah. And that way, I definitely want to get a bottle of that. And then I've not had Hard Truth yet. I've never had
not be disappointed. However, now
so good.
Now what I can tell you,
I keep hearing. I just haven't tried it.
It is fantastic.
What I can tell you though is that the way the distributor, whatever it's called, is the way that he does things is 3 bottles, half price shipping, 6 bottles, free shipping. Yeah. So if there's other people around you that want to like get in on the action, do a combined order. That way everything's going to get sent to you for free. You can get
your shipping reduced. If you get
how many bottles is free?
3 half, 6 free.
Yeah. Okay. 3 is half price shipping, 6 is free shipping.
Yeah.
So just so you know, I told you I live in McAllen, Texas, where nobody's around me.
so there's no one to order.
But I honestly have never had Hard Truth. It's one that's on my list. So I learned this last year. Last year, like I had this like epiphany, right? Mm-hmm. Why go hunt for those stupid bottles that are hard to find that cost you 3 times the amount? And sometimes we'll give you, you're like the wah, pop it open, jack shit. Doesn't taste as great as we were hoping, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather support you guys because I rather get the bottle picks that you guys do because you guys have like at least palettes that are very similar most of the time, or at least it can be something unique. And that's a better unicorn that I'm going to pay a MSRP price for, maybe a little bit above MSRP, and then get it shipped to me and enjoy that so much more than I do with all this other crap that we're always hunting and can't get,
Yeah.
So I learned that last year. So I have a ton of bottle picks that just from people who do bottle picks, and I love to do that. So I'm definitely on board for that. I'm definitely on board for that.
I think so what I do when I do barrel picks is I actually so they give you X amount of spots. I go to my Patreons. I do drawing from my Patreons to see who's going to fill out the team. So the picks are done by myself and my wife, and usually I have one at like Devin, who I don't know if you've watched our channel before. Devin's my normal partner. He's in the military. He's been deployed.
He's serving overseas.
So he's overseas.
I call myself an honorary whiskey sipper. I'm just filling in for the time being.
Yeah. And then the rest of the spots I fill out with Patreons. So the picks are all done by like Patreons and myself and my partner. So
JL, thank you.
That's my goal in the end is to kind of do that, right? Like I want to do that as well. I like to give. I like to have fun. I like to just share.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my goal with all that as well. So
well, the Patreons, there are Patreons in the chat right now who are on that Hard Truth pick,
and the reason
they will tell you how incredible
and
pick was.
And it's cool because over the last couple that have happened, actually, I think the last 3, there's been individuals that have never been
on a barrel pick before, and we've been able to bring them.
And so one, that's a really cool experience. You're building a community, but more importantly, that experience is something that obviously I think you'll never like forget.
Yeah, and I got to be part of that.
Yeah, you got to be part of
their first barrel.
And then on top of that, to actually be unified in that selection of an actually great bottle is awesome. So it's pretty cool. And I know I've extended my reach to the Myrtle Beach area, and they call it the Grand Strand Bourbon Society. I know JL just submitted a super chat, but I've tried to like put a bunch of people onto that scene just because I'm down there so frequently. So I'll like bring down bottles, but now that we have a distributor, I don't have to do anything, which is great.
Yeah,
get their bottles a lot quicker.
Get shipped.
Instead of waiting for me to show up like 2 months later.
And I actually heard from the warehouse today, the Blue Note pick we did arrived. So once they scan it in, I'll have it for sale. It should be here in the next few days.
I'm sending you my number. So I'm not like, I'm at work all freaking day.
He's married, just me now.
David,
so am I, but we're both. She's from Akron. She's from Akron. I mean,
that's true.
We'll talk about that later off camera. Okay? No, but I'm not. I miss a lot of picks because during my workday, I don't have my phone with me. I leave it on my desk. I don't take it in with patients and all that. You know, I want to have my one-on-one time with my patients, right?
Yeah, better patient
And
care.
so I miss a lot. So I'm definitely giving you that. So when it comes out, or you can give me a heads up, hey, it's here. Send me a link, and I'll do that because I definitely, one, I will support. 2, all those sound great to me. I want to try them. I want to try them. So
have you had Blue Note? Have you ever had Blue Note?
I love Blue Note.
It's one of those. Never a bad pick.
Yeah.
Well,
never a bad pick.
I'll say yes and no, right? I've never had a bad pick of it, but a group that I know, New Braunfels, they actually turned. I think it was New Braunfels, or was it actually Poor Decisions? One of the groups that I know, they actually tasted all of them and refused to buy one of them because they didn't like any of the picks.
Really,
so it can happen. It can happen, right?
So there's another channel called Bourbon Hunter. It's a dude out in, I think, Charleston, South Carolina. He isn't a cool dude or whatever. I've still get to meet him, but we've chatted a couple times. Yeah. But he had this thing, which I thought was really unique. So anytime you go on like a barrel pick and you're trying like options 4 or 5, whatever you're doing down the line, anytime that there was a bottle that, let's say, you didn't like or didn't want to necessarily finish, if they have the barrel present, and you're just going, like I said, down the line, and you're doing your notes, and you're like, okay, I like this, I don't like this, whatever. When you're done, or if there's a little bit left in your glass, you splash it onto the barrel and you quote unquote bless the barrel. So that way somebody does pick it in the future. So anytime that you like don't finish all your stuff and you're going through the line, you splash it and go, we want to bless this bourbon that someone else picks and has a great time enjoying it. I thought it was really cool.
I disagree. I've had some really good Blue Notes, and the pick we did I thought was really good. Yeah. Now, every pick I've been on, including the Blue Note, except for the Hard Truth, all the other picks I've done, and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've done 10 picks.
Wow.
There's always been one barrel that was awful. It seems like they always throw one rotten barrel in there. Yeah. And it was the same Blue Note.
This was the sample bottle from Hard Truth, and there's no samples left.
Yeah, but Hard Truth was the only one I've ever done where all the bottles were good. They didn't give us one bad one. Out of the 6 samples, they were all good, and then we had a couple that were just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So the Hard Truth was very, very good.
So I'm going to tell you what they do, because we asked one time. I was at Jack Daniels and we asked about it. They want to always throw one that's kind of very unique, because there's always a group that wants that unique pick.
Just very different off profile and say this is actually that product.
And somebody's eventually going to buy that one, but it doesn't work for them for what they need, but it's also a very unique pick so that you can get that. The only thing that's good and bad with it, right? One, you get a very unique pick, but let's say it's Jack Daniels, like the one that we went to. Then when people buy it, like, this doesn't taste like Jack to us. It's not a Jack note, you know? So if you're trying to be very unique, it works for you. If you're trying to be where I want something that's Jack, but very like next level Jack, it doesn't work for that.
Yeah. Right.
So
you got to be careful, because just unique, it doesn't necessarily work if it's unique and bad. I mean, it's okay if it's unique because it's so good
or so different than a normal profile, but still good. But totally get it.
I agree with that. So I mean, I've only done, like I said, like 4 or 5, but I've learned that you're right. They always throw in that one that's kind of just very different. And a lot of times that's the one that gets, when you're going through the picks and you're like, okay, is there one that we want to rule out? A lot of times that's the one that gets ruled out pretty quickly. But eventually there's going to be somebody who picks that one. So
yeah, Trevor was on our hard truth pick, and he said hopefully someone picked number 2 because it was fantastic. Yeah, so when we got down to those final 2, I mean, you had like 2 amazing barrels, and it's like, well, how do we nitpick which one we got? But yeah, both those 2. If I could have, I would have just taken both barrels because they were amazing.
And a little side note, just above that comment, Cast 592, they had a unique smoky choice at Wilderness Trail.
Yeah, we did.
And it's interesting because unfortunately on Saturday when you guys were a part of the chat, Scott wanted to open up your barrel pick. So you did
the one I already had open.
Well, yeah, but that's the one that we ended up drinking. So it was just after you guys cut off camera and Scott got on, is that we actually ended up doing your drink. It was delicious.
They were listening still.
Maybe listening, but we at least did it just before you guys.
Yeah, I went with Cast 529 when they did their barrel pick down at Wilderness Trail. I was lucky enough to be one of the people with them to help them do the barrel pick. And one of the ones they gave us was almost like a Scotch or like a mesquite finished. It was super, super smoky.
Super,
and it was nothing like any of the rest. It was weird to have that one kind of really stand out.
But that's the whole fun and unique parts of like going through a whole barrel pick experience. You don't really know what you're getting into, but it's an awesome experience to just live them through.
Well, Toro Paul, so when in doubt, get both.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's hard to do that when you're talking full barrels.
Yeah. And Scott right here said he actually opened his bottle yesterday.
529's barrel pick.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Since you've done so many barrel picks, this is what's kind of, I haven't done my first, you got to pop that cherry and then kind of feel confident, kind of build that. Like you have to learn a lot about. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background when you're doing it.
Yeah. There's a lot of unknown that you kind of do by doing or just asking. So ask away.
Well, you've done 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you doing these with other people and selling them together, or have you done 10 by yourself?
So not all 10 were mine. I've been like a part of other people's barrel picks.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done them as part of groups. Like you have like there's a group on Facebook called Bourbon Together that's pretty good. I've been on picks with them as part of their team.
Okay. Your old Dominic.
That's where we did old Dominic.
And
I put together some picks with just other groups. Like I had a big poker. There's a big poker forum. Yeah. I kind of ran a barrel pick for that forum and did it for them. So it's been different groups I've done it with for the most part. The only ones we've done for the channel really are the last couple.
Last 3, which we're waiting on 2 of them. But we did
the new riff we did back in January.
Yeah. So
I don't know if you're familiar with New Riff, if you had New Riff, but
I love New Riff, and I'm so happy that they're finally in Texas.
Well, 5 of my barrel picks have been New Riff.
Oh,
so I've got a really good relationship with them.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I ever decide to do a barrel pick with New Riff, bring you with me so we can have a good barrel experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the people there.
Regardless if Todd's there or not, you will have a great
experience. Yeah, you'll have a great experience no
people.
matter what. Because they do a great job.
Yeah, they do a great job regardless. Todd just likes to fill his ego a little bit because he's done 5 there so far. He's a tier 1 member.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take a tier 1 member with me so that we can get a better barrel pick.
You'll be a tier 1 member.
All their stuff has been good. I like all their stuff so far. Every time I go through there, I go to New Riff, and then what's that shop that's right next to Party
Source? The big like warehouse of bottles.
Yep. Holy cow! Their selection's amazing, and I just discovered that they had a freaking bar in the back. I didn't know that the first 4 times.
Yeah, they do. They have the bar in the back. Yeah,
yep.
And their pricing is freaking amazing. I had last time I went in there, I was like, it's like 10 in the morning, but I'm about by myself in there, and I had 4 pours because there's great pricing.
Because you're like, why not?
Yeah, well, they just built that last year, so that's pretty new.
Oh, well, maybe that's why I didn't see it before. Because I was like, what the hell? Why did I never?
They just built that last year. They built that and the food. They have that little food court area they just put in too.
It's an awesome place.
So I'm going to go ahead and run the Firestone giveaway.
Last chance.
What's the Firestone giveaway? What is that one?
So tickets. If you're in the Akron area, we have 2 tickets to the Firestone golf event that's going on.
Yep, at Firestone Country Club.
# Firestone. You'll get 2 tickets to go watch the pros play.
Either on Saturday or Sunday. Whoever the winner is, let me know. I'll be able to transfer them to you. Free parking, so it's very easy to get to, and they have shuttles to get you to from the parking spots.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you do have to be in the Akron area.
Yeah, or at least the greater area. Like an hour and a half drive. It's totally worth it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run that.
Yeah, I think it's the far right.
Last
Yep,
one. There
that
we go. I got to share. Hold on. Present. Share screen.
Giveaway tool. Perfect. We have 8 entries.
We have 8 entries. So
There you go.
we have
That's
8
good.
locals. Let's go.
You got a 1 in 8 chance. That's a great chance. That's a great
Yeah.
chance.
Good chance of
Good
getting
odds.
some tickets
Over
to go watch some
10%.
pros.
Cats
Cat
529.
529.
Woo!
So Brian and Shauna, you are going to have a chance, or you get tickets to go see.
Do you have
the
their
pros
phone
play.
number or
I
their
have
phone numbers?
I have their email and stuff. I can get you their contact info.
Yeah, I'll contact you after the stream at some point, and we'll make sure to get you the tickets. Is there a preference for Saturday or Sunday? That way I can know which ones to send over.
Yeah, so let us know what you want, Saturday or Sunday. You guys can make the trip up. And
I've been working all day today.
David Vogel says his rig.
Everyone says it's rigged.
Yeah.
Saturday, you got it.
Who doesn't love Dave?
I'm sorry, go
Dave
ahead.
Vogel sample. Who doesn't love Dave Vogel sample?
I know.
I saw him on your live Friday night. I was watching your live Friday night, and you had him on as a guest.
Yeah, he was my first guest that night, and he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. I mean, without samples, I mean, Dave is just a great guy overall.
Yeah.
So I mean, can you do hashtags or no?
Yeah.
If that's what the StreamYard. So I got StreamYard. I can set it up. That's how we did that giveaway.
You want to do a
Hashtag rigged.
Yeah. No. You want to do a fun hashtag? Let's do
Sure.
a cigar. Let's do it. Like I'll do a 4-sample cigar.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna enter that one. I love
And I won't even tell you what the 4 samples are. But
Now,
it'll probably be Joseph Magnus.
The fact there's 4 is more than 1, so I'm always in.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's do hashtag rig cigar.
Okay, rig cigar. All right.
And we'll run that for a few minutes, and whoever wins, I'll send a 4 sample of hashtag of 4 cigar samples, like cigar whiskey samples, not a cigar, not an actual cigar, but cigar whiskey samples.
Cigar blend, like a cigar blend.
Yeah. Yep. I got some interesting ones. I definitely be a Joseph Magnus in there, and I have this one that's a Texas cigar blend. It's very different and interesting to me. I'll throw that in there, and then I'll throw in 2 other ones as well. So it might be.
So
I'll put that
rig cigar.
So
hashtag rig
so Doc,
cigar.
we were kind of talking about cigar blends right when you joined the channel.
Yep.
The ones that I have a Joseph Magnus.
Okay.
Very happy I got it MSRP, so it wasn't on the secondary value. So I was super pumped about that.
Wait, I curiosity, what's your MSRP? Did you find it at?
180.
That's great. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. I'm just curious.
180 in Ohio. So it was the last one. I was super pumped about that. The next one, which I believe was the second most expensive, was Old Elk. I think it's 130 before taxes.
Okay.
So I got that, and the third one is Buzzard's Roost,
which is actually a pretty good cigar blend.
It's a good one.
Theirs is pretty good.
But the interesting story that I heard from the distillery when we were there for my buddy's bachelor party,
they stopped making it.
They stopped making it for batches 1, 2, and 3 because they used actual tobacco leaves in the actual aging process, which is not good because that also has nicotine.
Yeah. Tom wants to know what Old Elk.
Old Elk cigar blend.
So
that's all I know. It's labeled.
Yeah, there's a few of them. That's why.
Hey, David. Hey, cheers, Adam. Hey, David. If you're watching, please put a link to Doc's channel out there for anybody who may not. I'm sure everybody here is familiar with him, but if not, put a link to Doc's channel so they can go subscribe.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you thinking that.
Yeah. Do you know Adam?
I see quite a few names I don't recognize, so no. But I appreciate that. But I mean, I love to give away stuff, and the cigar blends are just one of my favorites. I get as many cigar blends as I can, so I'm definitely throwing in a few. And actually, there's one that I don't even have open. I might even throw that one in there just for hell, just for the.
Well, at that point, you might as well crack it open right now. I want to hear another bottle pop.
So you know Adam Major Zero, right? You know
Peer
Major
pressure.
Zero.
That guy,
troublemaker.
Can I talk shit about him for a little while?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just joking. I love Adam. He's a great guy.
He was on the Blue Note pick with me.
Yeah, I know. I've been with Adam on. We've hung out a few times. The first time he saw me, you know what the first words out of his mouth were? You're shorter than I thought you'd be.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. He makes a very good small spoon. He's a good small spoon. So I've had a good time with him. No, Adam, I love him. I mean, I chat with him all the time. He's a good guy. We've talked a few times, and in the beginning, he was actually he would call me and say, "Hey, you did good on this, but you need to do this, this, and this." And like, I mean, he knows what he knows what he's talking about. He's very smart, so I appreciate him.
Yeah,
he was the short guy with the beard.
he gave me some advice as well when I've met him a couple of times. Both times on barrel picks, actually.
Okay, so you said I should open a cigar blend I haven't opened. Should I do? I have two options here. I have a copper and cask, which I've never had, and I do have a Joseph Magnus. Which one should I do?
Honestly, I didn't know that Copper and Cask had one, so I would say that everyone knows obviously what Joseph Magnus is. I think they're like the benchmark of cigar blends.
So guys, there's the link to Doc's channel. If you're not a subscriber, just go click on that link and go subscribe to him.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're popping this open, so just for you guys tonight.
Woo woo!
So it's an exclusive.
No, I didn't know they had that. I didn't know they had it, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's this make a good pop? Let's see. Hold on. Break that seal right there.
Ooh, that was like a champagne pop.
That was good.
That was pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
That was like a champagne pop.
You said the Penelope cigar is amazing, but not $200. Is it $200 on second?
It's not $200.
It was like $86, I think.
Yeah.
In Ohio.
Well, yeah. It's bumped up to like 90 now. Than some of the bitches.
Yeah, we paid like I think it was around somewhere around 86 or 88, something like that here in Ohio.
So this one's a Specs pick.
Specs is great stuff.
Yeah, so it's a cigar blend with them. I've not popped it open yet, so just pop it open for you guys.
I know you flashed it, but I couldn't really see it too well. Is that Specs' logo?
Wait, I flashed that or this? What are we talking about here?
No, that I was gonna say Specs. Isn't their logo like a rabbit or something?
Yeah. So there's
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say,
focus. Come on.
Yeah, it's okay. There we go. I was gonna say I saw it. And I was like, I think it's a rabbit.
Yep.
$89.99 in Ohio.
So now you maybe pop this open. I guess that's gonna be in there as well. So that'll be one of the pours in there. Oh, that does smell good though. Doc hates his subscribers real stingy. I am. I'm the biggest a-hole there is on here. So
that sounds like Tom's pretty much like his Brad.
Brad's not on tonight.
I know he's not on tonight, but he is a guy that comes to the Bourbon Channel drinking beer.
Yeah, he comes. He's one of my Patreons. He shows up on our lives all the time.
He's the highest tier. The highest tier spender, and he drinks beer on these chats.
Yeah.
Just wild. Just absolutely wild.
I like Doc. I guess you get a pour of this one too. Yep. So, let's see what it tastes like. It doesn't smell as good as the other ones, though. I'm gonna tell you that the nose is not great on this one. So, I don't know. Like you watch the.
There he is. There's Brad.
There we go. Yeah, we talk shit. He magically
appears. What beer are you drinking tonight, Brad?
Yeah, Busch Light.
JD, I got your entry. Thank you.
Heard you find a natty on draft.
So, my first Copper and Cask. Not impressed right now.
See, I've heard good stuff from the other offerings they have, but I haven't tried the more specialty stuff.
I went to the distillery. I wasn't impressed, but it was just their basic offerings.
Now, not to completely give shade to a lot of distilleries out there, but the one distillery that I've got single barrel picks, I've got club picks. I've been fortunate to go to the distillery, get a tour, and try like 15 different of their samples and verticals.
JD, we haven't run it. We've got a great chat going with Doc, so we haven't run anything.
But I have not liked any of their expressions. Nulu, I cannot stand it.
I agree. I've had a lot of Nulu, and I haven't found one I've really liked.
I've went there and I tried stuff that wasn't even for the market, and I was like, no, this is not for me.
I like have like 3 or 4 Nulu, and I don't even know where they're at. So
they're hidden in the back corner of some shelf.
I can't even go grab one for you with all this stuff I have. I don't even know where they're at.
I've not been a big fan of the Blade and Bow stuff I've had. I'm just not a Blade
I
and Bow.
love
I'm
Blade
not
and
a
Bow.
Blade and Bow fan.
Well, I've only had 2 Blade and Bow, and both of those I've not been but they've been like the regular shelfer stuff, so nothing
That's
like.
kind of what I have too.
See-
just some of the regular bottles.
See, I like
Well, I had the one Paul has, which is decent.
the 22 year or 28 year.
Some
It's-
really old one. It's pretty
it's-
good, but it wasn't
it's-
worth $900.
No,
Not even close.
but it is really good. That finish lasts forever. I love that one. But to me, the Blade and Bow, I think it's like 50 or $55. To me, it's very similar to Blanton's. It's very light. It's got a little airiness to it. It's got some of those vanillas, that oak characteristic, a little sweet. It to me is very similar, but it's like $55. It's not an $80 bottle like Blanton's is claiming to be.
I know. I think Blanton's jumped up to 80. Nope.
Blanton's a $35 bottle.
Nah, not worth it.
No,
Well, gold,
$35 juice in a $60 bottle. That's what Blanton's is.
well, now the gold's jumped up to like 150. It used to be like 105 or something like that.
Yeah, 120.
Well,
A few years ago, it was like 105.
I got mine at 120.
So I recorded a blind on the Blanton's without the regular one, just like everything else. And there's some good stuff out there. There's some good ones. But I recorded that video like 3 or 4 months ago. I haven't put it out yet. When I put that out, watch that video because it's going to have a lot of good information.
Absolutely.
I like the gold and the straight from the barrel. I think they're overpriced. I mean, they're good, but they're not $150.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, like, without giving away too much, those didn't win.
Yeah. I believe it. My favorite, absolute favorite is for $25.
I'm gonna bottle kill that gold.
Yeah, I'll do it once I'm done with this. My favorite is for $25. Benchmark single barrel. I've done a blind between that and Blanton's. Obviously, it's just younger juice. And both times I've rated the single barrel of Benchmark better than the Blanton's.
Well,
So I'm like, for $25, hell, I have an empty bottle of Blanton's. Dump it right in. Everyone thinks you're drinking the same juice.
Yeah.
Especially when you're drunk, no one cares at a
there.
tailgate.
that barrel right there right now has a what is it called? The E.H. Taylor small batch. But the next one in there is actually the Benchmark going in there next.
I think Benchmark's very underrated for the price.
Devin, the guy who's normally with me before he got deployed,
My son's name is Devin. Just so you my son's name is also Devin. So
is it really? Oh, okay. Yeah, he did one of those mini barrels. He filled it with maple syrup, let it sit, then dumped it, then filled it with Benchmark Foolproof. So he did like a maple finish Benchmark Foolproof. That's pretty good.
Benchmark Foolproof is also great for the price.
I have some crazy stuff in my head
Brian.
that's going to be coming up. So just wait till I get that and actually do the stuff I'm going to do with it. But it's coming up soon.
So we just killed the Blanton's Gold. This was actually a bottle from France.
Oh,
So
France.
it's a 700 milliliter. It even says right there,
yeah.
imported from France or whatever. So
It says French stuff.
it's the Blanton's Gold's better than the regular. It's just not worth the 150
I
they're
know.
charging.
No, it's better because it's higher proof. Like you get more of the flavors from it. That's why.
What is it? 103?
I don't even remember.
I know. It's hard.
What is that? GTS Doc Dude.
Six
The comments.
Should be around here.
right here. 51.5.
Okay. So yeah.
You want to run that cigar? You want to run that cigar one? Let's see who
Cheers,
wins.
Brian.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Last chance for everyone. Rigged
It was
cigar.
rigged cigar.
Hashtag
Chance to
rigged
win
cigar.
some samples
Here.
of cigar blend. Hashtag rigged cigar.
Well,
And it's gonna be 4 cigar blends and my choosing. Joseph Magnus in their specs because I tasted it, and 2 other ones are gonna be fun.
oh my gosh, it's been a while. There we go. We'll do a showcase.
There you go.
So, yeah,
Hashtag rigged
rigged
cigar.
cigar.
We'll give you just a minute if you haven't entered already, and you can have a chance to win some cigar blends.
Yeah, yep, and taste them. You know what? Have you guys ever had the Friday at Fred's cigar blend?
I've never even heard of it.
No.
All right, send me an email. I'm not putting that in the thing because I finally got a second bottle. I finished killed the first one, and so I did a cigar blind, and that came in second for me under Joseph Magnus. It is like so. I'll send that to you guys.
Yeah, well,
Well, you
you
appreciate
got
that.
my email. Yeah, I'll get you my address.
Yeah.
Send me that email, and I will make sure to send that to you. I know what I might actually just send you a blind that you guys can do. I mean, you can do it on your.
You know what? We can make a little video out of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and set this up. I'm going to run this rigged cigar. So
29 entries. So thank you all in chat for doing that.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this giveaway. Rigged cigar.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Rigged cigar.
I don't see my name. I don't see my name.
But that's good if you haven't seen it yet.
You don't count.
Scott
Barr. Actually, Scott Barr's one of my Patreons. So one of my Patreons won it. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So make sure you get the information to send it to me on an email. I'll get that out this week. I'll probably go out Monday because I usually do my shit on Saturdays to get everything out. So
okay, great. Oh, thank you so much for doing that. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Want to make sure we all have fun. I love to share, and cigar blends are just so much fun. So much fun.
They are. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm shooting a video this weekend. I'm gonna smoke a cigar while I'm drinking cigar blends in the video. So and there you go. If you haven't joined, if you don't have aren't a subscriber to Doc, there's the link to his channel.
Scott said yay, so he's super excited about it.
He'll love that.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
For sure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and get the duck race ready while you guys converse.
Now I was going to say, now Doc, as I want to give you a little background on Scott. Scott actually is a little viral on one of our shorts. He tried the Frankenstein, right? Or was it Malort?
No, it was the Frankenstein. Franken whiskey.
Oh my God. It was one of the worst blends that you can ever try in your entire life. They mix, what was it, several years of.
So Hartfield and Company. Yeah. What they do is every fall they take all of their different runs throughout the year, and they take the what are they called, like the tails and stuff like that, the tails and the heads that are left over, and they throw them back in a new mash and they redistill it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly.
It's not good. It's not good. But they've done it annually, and it's crazy because somehow it still sells. It's like what is it, $3.75?
Yeah, it's got a picture of Frankenstein on the front. They call it Franken whiskey.
Yeah.
They sell it like every fall.
Yeah, and they have, I think, like the 2024 or 2023 and 2024 releases.
Wait, how do I get that?
I don't know.
So I think it's a distillery only release. So
I think you can buy it, but I don't know.
I don't know. I got it at the distillery because I did the Bourbon Trail.
Are you close to them or?
No, I live in Ohio.
It's
about 5 or 6 hours.
They don't ship to Ohio, but I don't know about their.
Now I want one just so I can try how bad it is.
No, trust me. Todd will send you a sample.
It's all gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, when I was sending those samples to Bourbon and Balls.
So anybody out there, if you guys are close to this and get me a bottle of this, please let me.
Brad, our beer drinker.
Old Fashioned Ways 22 at gmail.com. Hit me up because that sounds like something I need to try. And so when I get crappy stuff like that, I want to make an old fashioned that tastes good out of it. So I'll play with it until I get an old fashioned.
I don't think you can.
You'd have to really put some stuff in there to.
You're gonna overdo your bitters, overdo your different cherry juices.
You have to kill the taste of the actual.
I'm going to tell you, challenge accepted.
All right,
there you go. All right, Barney Stinson.
I made Malort taste good.
Oh.
Malort's so bad. So
actually, look at my Botox Old Fashioned. It's Botox Old Fashioned is the Malort. Go try that one.
So we do, and we have a separate club, not necessarily related to the channel, but we did this particular thing where this year we have 13 members. We want everybody to host at least one time, and the host usually does a fresh crack. I volunteered myself for January. And I won a King of Kentucky, and I said that was going to be our fresh crack, as well as batch 11 E.H. Taylor barrel proof, because they were both my lottery wins, and I wanted to share them with our group because I know they appreciate it. Well, me being a smartass, because it comes in a tube for the King of Kentucky, I put a bottle of Malort in there, and everyone thought we were getting King of Kentucky, and I said, "Psych, it's Malort," and I slammed down the bottle, and everyone's like, fuck.
we did end up opening the.
We did open it, but it was purely for the short. I knew it was for a video, And everyone's like, Todd, the way he did it, he was filming it like this and goes, God. So you can see the video drop. It's so funny.
That's always a good time. Always a good time. I definitely want to try this Frankenstein. I'm pumped about trying it. So
I
guys,
really want to get one myself just so I can say, like, you think you've had the worst one? Let me show you.
It is.
Yeah. If you guys can find Frankenstein for me, please reach out to me.
It's like $50 or $60 for a 375, and I'm like, I want it because I know how bad it is.
Yep. I want it. I want it to.
Okay, guys, I'm going to run this duck race.
I think there are how many are there? There's 29, 25
entries in the duck race.
25 in this duck race, and let's see how we all do.
And we are doing a monster race.
Nice. I love them.
We got shuffled up a couple times.
Oh,
wait, how can you do 45? Wait, how can you do 45 seconds?
What do you mean?
Well,
we can choose whatever time we want.
You got to do 222 because I'm on here.
You know what? Okay. Well, hold on. I will go back and reset it.
Sorry, guys. 222 is my number.
Yeah,
we got to.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll go reset it. You guys keep talking.
Yeah,
they're probably like, mother effer. Why would you change it to make it longer?
I think it's under settings.
Like, if you guys know me, you guys know 222 is my number. You know?
Yeah.
Clear 222. All right.
I'm glad we finally got this together. I know it's taken months and months and months to do this, but
yeah, it took us a while. We were going back and forth quite a bit.
Hey, I'm okay with it because I'm here for you. I'm very happy to meet you.
I always believed like the stars and everything aligned for the perfect setting, and this was the perfect setting for this. You know.
Well, let's be honest. The fates did align because your wife is from Akron. Todd's wife's from Akron. We're here.
Yeah. We both did giveaways this past weekend.
Yeah, and obviously the spouses went to school together and not realizing it. It's just wild. Very small connections right there.
All right, so here we go. We're at 222.
We're just trying to
make it longer. It's a long race. Yes, it is. I apologize.
It's the long haul.
3 shuffles.
It's the long haul, and hopefully my little character has some stamina.
We are all hoping Patrick loses.
It's rigged. It's already rigged.
It's already rigged. And if I don't see Adam in there. If Adam was in there, I can tell you he doesn't last 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So he's not in there. He's not in there. So we're good. We're good.
We got a long way to go here.
I think I'm an alien or something like that. This is actually I think more exciting.
I think we need one more pour for the night, right? One more pour for the night. What do you guys want to pour for the night? What's the last one you guys want to do?
I don't know. I still have
you pick, Doc.
Yeah, you pick.
You pick. Got it.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about cigars. So I have a Joseph Magnet next to me. You guys want to do a Joseph Magnet?
I don't have a Joseph Magnet.
I do, but I'm not. I'm not in my basement.
All right, what do you have? What do you have next to you?
I have a George T. Stagg.
I have a Buffalo Trace shelf right next to me.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of Stags.
Or Four Roses.
92s. Four Roses right behind me.
Yeah.
Wait. You guys want to do GTS?
Sure. Do what?
No, is that what you said? You got 1 pour left in it.
No, yeah, he won't share.
I'll do one of the baby Stags. I got 15.
So you want to do the baby Stag? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do the baby Stag.
Yeah, Stag Junior.
Pick a batch. I got 15.
Just a minute remaining.
I just grabbed the one that was right there. 24D. 24D.
Oh, we got that.
Yeah, I got
that's open.
Yeah.
We got that open.
All right.
Yep. 24D. There we go.
I think if I remember.
That bourbon guy's having a JD14 now. That's a great pour. That's a great pour.
Oh, I got that over on the side. I could have done that one.
Yeah.
Ooh. I can chug this and get that one if you guys want.
Yeah, if you want to, I'm good.
We appreciate here. We don't chug. We don't slam shots.
Keith is pulling ahead. Well, here comes JD.
Yeah,
we're getting down to 30 seconds. We're getting close.
Did you guys get to see me chug a pig butt?
What?
I chugged a pig's butt Saturday night. I took out a pig's butt.
I've never heard. What is that? Is that
that's the what's it called? Piggy Bank Rye from
the Whipple Pig.
Oh crap! I'm close. Oh my God!
Close race. Let's see who's going here. Let's see who's going.
This is I fell off.
4, 3. I like bourbon a lot.
Oh my goodness, I like bourbon a lot. He's on my stuff all the time. He wins. So I'm gonna tell you this.
You already have his name and address.
So I like bourbon a lot. Send me information. I like bourbon a lot. You know the rule. You know how it works. So he won. So I have a lockbox. He won my first lockbox, and then he won a stag.
Oh my
wow.
god, that's a hell
Then
of a win.
this Saturday, he won George C. Stag from me.
Oh my!
Jeez.
This is actually, I think I know I have his address. I know the name. I've sent him something before. I don't remember what he had. I
So
think I sent him a New Rift flight.
Yeah, he's a good winner. He's a good winner. He's a good winner for sure. And it's funny because I mean, he won my first stag, then he won my GTS, and now he won a cigar blend for me. So perfect.
I like bourbon a lot. Go ahead and tell me A, B, C, or D. Which blind bag do you want to see what we got samples of? A, B, C, or D?
And one of those is mine.
Wait. Was that that one, or was that the cigar? Did we do the cigar already?
We already did the cigar one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scott,
Our buddy Scott won.
Scott
Okay,
won.
sure.
This is the one where you said you're going to send the Penelope along with whatever they
Perfect.
did.
Yeah,
B,
perfect.
C,
B.
B. Oh, that
So
wasn't mine.
so
We
grab-
don't care.
Grab B, grab B, grab B.
I love that. We don't care. We don't
Mine
care.
was in C.
Yeah, his
We
was
mix
in
them
C.
up every week, so
All right, so let's see which blind you won. This is the new riff. Riff.
I was gonna say this is
The new
Todd
riff one.
Chicken Scratch.
It's the new riff. New riff Balboa Rye Batch 1.
Nice.
The new riff Yellow Lemming special release,
Great. That's an heirloom corn.
and the
Never
new
heard
riff.
that one.
The new riff High Note 10-year release that just came out.
Delicious.
The decades.
Delicious.
All those are new to me. I haven't had any of those. So
Yeah,
nice.
They're all good. The Balboa Rye and the decades in particular, the 10-year. That was a special release they just did like last month. They did a limited release of their 10-year bourbon. They're 10 years old, so it's their oldest purchase.
Yeah.
It is absolutely amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Definitely
Great win there.
need to try that one sometime.
I'll send you a sample. When you send me the sample, I'll send you back the decades
Yeah.
because they sold out in like 5 minutes.
I'm
my
sure.
God. I should have had two, but Scott took one of mine.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys still Austin fans?
Yes.
I like the Still Often Cast Strength. I like the Cast Strength Rye.
Mhm.
I like those two.
Yeah, Monday they're like doing a big release Monday. So if you're at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is 2 o'clock your time, it sells out in seconds. But they're doing a rye release that's supposed to be a distillery release only. And so the thing is, you can buy it online, but you need somebody in Texas. So I can help you guys out if you need. So if you guys win online,
So that bourbon guy, that's what he does. That bourbon guy, he points like that. He is a huge Still Austin fan, so
Big
he
Still Austin fan.
might use you as a resource to go
Yeah.
to go get it.
yeah. So if you guys need help, if you guys win it online, let me know. I'm gonna be up there July 4th of July weekend. I'm going up there so we go pick up my. Hopefully, I have like 5 people that get on there for me. So hopefully, I'll win at least one.
Yeah, fingers are crossed for you.
Yeah. So far, not to jinx myself, so far I've gotten each one. So
Yeah, so Chip said that the 10-year new riff sold out in minutes. It was
Both
5 minutes. 5 minutes they sold out.
So between the bourbon, the rye, and the other releases they had, all 3 options were completely sold out in 9 minutes total.
Yeah, and the
Wow.
bourbon sold out in 5 minutes. The
Yeah.
10-year.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes. And so as much shit talking as I did about Scott and how he took one of my bottles, he was very fortunate. I'm very fortunate that he did get me a 2025 keepers from Makers, as well as a small batch
E.H.
from
Taylor.
E.H. Taylor and a Weller 107.
Yeah.
So
Nice,
I do
nice.
appreciate, but I still say I could have had two decades.
Yeah, but it's good. I'll send you a sample of it. It's excellent.
No, I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Do we want to do a Jack 14 before we go? We want to finish this and do you want more pour or?
I mean, I'm game. Are you game?
I'm good.
I just need that wet.
I'll give you 2 options.
All right.
So if you guys watch me enough, you know I enjoy,
You love stag. You love your stag. Yeah.
Yeah.
and so I have a Stag Infinity. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So you took a little bit from each batch and put it in and made an infinity
So I
bottle.
have 2 separate ones. I have one that's 1 through 18 only, so Stag Juniors, and then I also have a Stag Infinity that's all the stags I've ever had. So we
That's
need to pour that or a Jack 14.
What's that? Do that or Jack? Well, I don't have that one.
Yeah,
I can't do
I
that.
have one junior myself, and all the rest, I think I have like 23 and I have 24 is complete.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing 14.
We'll do 14.
And what I'll do one more time, let's do one more race. For a Jack 14, I'll give a sample over that away.
Woo! All right, so we could have a JD 14.
Yeah. Well, let him, what do you want to do?
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
the,
What do you want to do for the hashtag?
Let's see. What do you guys want to do for hashtag for
You're not-
JD
you're not
14? You tell me.
Oops.
You're not typing.
Jack the Ripper.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
That's very nice.
How about that? That sound good? Jack the Ripper. All one word.
I'm gonna get in on that. Hopefully, my name shows up this
Hashtag
time.
Jack the Ripper.
Can I show you a bottle that I'm doing a review on for next week?
Absolutely.
All right, let me put this one away so I don't drop it and break it.
That's smart.
So this crazy bottle. This is a crazy bottle. This thing.
What in the heck is that?
Wait.
It's like a big silo, like a corn silo or something.
Exactly. It's check this out.
It's mellow corn.
Oh my god, is it like a Castry mellow corn or something?
No, it's Frey Ranch.
Frey Ranch. Yeah, it's a Frey Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their 10th anniversary thing. You guys got to watch this review when it comes out.
Is that their own juice?
Yes.
Well, yeah, they always do.
Oh, that's right. They're grass to grain. That's right.
Is it
they're
like-
grain the glass, and it's freaking crazy. It's so there's more than 5 grains in here. There's 5 grains in here. Their mash bill on this is just freaking insane. So I'm just kind of giving you a hint of that because it was so much fun.
So I noticed that was
what's the age on that? Is it
5 to 7.5 years.
5 to 7.5? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say you had that close to you. So is that something you recently got?
Yep.
Yeah, I see the head nod. There you go.
And so that review, I'm working on that. I tasted it night before last. It is a Frey Ranch, but also Nancy Fraley was part of that blend for it.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys got to watch that coming out next week. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, Wolf in here.
I can
Here we go. Jack 14.
I can totally see your channel getting a surplus of views as well as subscribers. Solely based off your interactions with our group tonight. This is one of our longer normal streams because we usually go about an hour 15.
Sorry, I apologize.
They're good problems to have.
We went like 3.5 hours that one night. So.
Well, yeah, but that was a more celebratory thing.
No, just me and you went like 3.5 hours.
Because we talk. I talk a lot, but yeah,
he doesn't shut up.
The gift of gab. I have it. That's
You know what? It's
guys
good
have
gift
it?
of gab. I enjoy it. It's very entertaining. So lots of fun.
Well, no, but I think our viewers right now has been cruising around that like high 20s to high 30s. It's kind of been that gap.
Yeah, it's been a good
very
showing.
consistent considering we're way past our normal hour.
Yeah, so you guys, there's the link to that.
So it'll be the last race. I promised. I won't give away anything else tonight.
No, that's okay.
Jack the Ripper, guys. Hashtag Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. And we'll
for a Jack 14 sample.
We'll put that back up.
And you know what? I will add in a sample of a Jack 10 and Jack 12 to go with that.
That's like, oh my goodness, that's perfect.
So there you go. Jack
That way-
hashtag Jack the Ripper.
Have you ever done a blind with Jack 10, 12, and 14?
I haven't. I'll tell you why. I don't think it's fair because of the proof difference. It's not so much the age. It's like when you start bumping up in proof, I think it kind of nullifies it. So I would prefer to do something closer in proofs, like a 107 and a Jack 12 and a Bardstown Weeded and something like that.
So speaking of blinds, I know mine was not picked tonight for the mysteries, but I'm gonna.
Are we going back to that? Are we going?
We are.
When I announced the duck race, he goes, "You could pick bag C."
Yeah.
Or A or B or D. He's trying to tell everybody watching.
I was giving clues.
Yeah.
So I wanted to donate to the cause, similar to you. Just it's in good fun, good spirit. So I actually have not poured the samples yet. They're going to be that fresh, but I figured I want to go with like an AARP, like something old, something with like at least a 10-year age statement. And I was going through it, and I wanted to get something all similar and proof solely because of Ty, because of that clowning that he does here, like, oh, it's not that fair. So what I did was I wanted to bring to the table one of my favorite pours for this year, 2025 release of the 1924 Old Forester, 100 proof. The I think it was last year's. Last year's Old Fitz 10 year. So
nice.
100 proof. And then something that was just a little bit shy of that 100 proof, but still close, 97 proof Jack 10 batch 2. So I thought that was good. So it's up there. It's up there.
It'll be in a different bag.
It's going to be a different bag. It's not going to be C. And I lost my control of knowing which one it's in. So it's going to be up there until it's picked. But these are the 3 options on there, and they're awesome.
Yeah. So hashtag Jack the Ripper. You'll get a Jack 14 from Doc, and I will send you a 10 and 12. You'll get the full 10, 12.
We'll get that all going through there. And that's a great flight. That's a fun flight to go through. Holy cow.
Mine are the one he just referred to.
Both.
Good answer. Good answer.
And Paul, that bourbon guy, he did do a video where he actually did all 3 batches of the Jack 12. He compared them.
He did. Yep.
Ooh.
Have you
wait. Who did that one? Can you link that one?
That's that same guy that's probably going to reach out to you about Still Austin. He loves
that bourbon guy.
Yep.
Send me that link. I want to watch that. That. And reach out to me if you want Still Austin. I'm the guy for that. I'll hook you up. I'll help you.
Okay, let me get his link and I'll put it in there.
Yeah. This community is like I love this community. How amazing everybody is and how much they like to share.
It's great.
I love that.
And so
it has been from the beginning. I mean, since we started, there's a lot of.
It has.
Outside of maybe a couple of people, it's very, very friendly and welcoming.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this link that we're obviously going to share with you right now for that bourbon guy.
That's his link right there. That's his channel.
Paul is in our like everyday bourbon group, and he decided, since obviously Devin was going to be away,
Ryan, you want to get rid of the space. You want to just do hashtag Jack the Ripper, no space.
Yep.
I'll put up a link for that so I can go watch that later. I'm going to go watch it for sure.
Yep. So the cool thing about Paul is that with Devin being away, he obviously knew he was going to be called upon as an honorary whiskey sipper like myself to fill in for the channel or whatever, but he decided to take it a little bit further and create his own channel. And so he actually just surpassed 50 subscribers while doing this super duper part-time. So huge props to him and putting out a number of videos. And
so Paul, he's
great.
He's like very much like to be like a historian, a teacher. So his videos are a lot of like history of this and history of that as he's comparing them. He likes to give you a lot of background. And he is the one guy like in our community, our club here locally, that has more bottles than me. He has a giant warehouse.
I have 522.
How many bottles do you have?
538.
522. And I think Paul's got like 600.
He's got like 650 or something. Like that,
it just blows us out of the water.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty close to you now. I'm only 10 away. I should probably stop telling people to buy stuff for me.
That Jack 14 is so good. It's so quintessential Jack. I mean, it's like you just know it's Jack Daniels when you taste it. It's like super elevated. It's like a super elevated Jack.
Can confirm over 600 bottles.
Yeah, over 600. Yep.
All right. Are we ready to do the Jack the Ripper?
Yeah, let's run that. Let's go ahead. Last call, Jack the Ripper. Hashtag Jack the Ripper. And we are going to get set up and we are going to run this.
Yeah, let's do it. Paul had to buy another warehouse shelving rack.
Yeah.
Makes sense. 21 entries. You got 21 entries.
21 entries.
Wait, we need 22 entries, guys. 22 is my number. Come on.
We need one more person to submit.
Well,
one more person.
Did you put it?
Jack the Ripper.
There we go. Scott put it in.
There we go. Thank you.
There we go. 22 entries.
Yeah, 22. There we go. Scott, you just made it.
And the winner of the Jack Daniels 14 and 10 and 12.
Dorothy. There you go.
Congratulations.
Dorothy wins with me all the time. She's amazing. She's
Well,
amazing.
that's a great flight to win for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dorothy, I'm going to put you're someone who I don't know how their email or whatever. I'm going to put my email in here. Email me your information so we can get this settled, and I'll send you this.
Dorothy, text me the information. Have Keith text it to me so I can remember tomorrow to send the
Dorothy, he forgot the .com.
Oops. Well,
He
.com on the end.
he hunts and pecks. That's how he types.
Yeah, Dorothy, make sure to send me tell Keith to send me a link so I don't forget, because everything's based, like all my stuff is based off of like how everybody sends it to me. I ship it out. So if they don't send it to me, it's hard for me to remember. You know?
Oh, it's
right.
definitely rigged.
It's
definitely rigged. Dorothy's a first time chiming in, and she won. It's rigged.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Dorothy. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, welcome.
Send an email to whiskeysippers2024@gmail.com, and we'll get you taken care of.
Don't forget the .com.
And make sure, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's great.
So
yeah, that Jack Daniel's 14 to me is quintessential Jack Daniels.
Oh my God, it's great. Love the proof point. It's got that great, this last one for the stag obviously is stag's usually between 6 and 9 years. Is that correct?
6 and 9, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how well this is going to show on camera, but this is
much darker.
double the age,
sure.
and it's so much darker.
Yeah. So last Friday I released a video when Devin was home for leave.
Mm-hmm.
We shot one for. Did you ever do the Bourbon Junkies challenge last year? The 5 whiskeys for each occasion. Have you seen that?
It's a good video.
I didn't do that one, but
you
Bourbon
should.
Junkies are fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
They are.
So the one of their things was the daily sipper, and my daily sipper on our original video and the one we kind of reshot was the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. I love Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. I think it's super underrated. I think it's
about the rye or the bourbon.
Both.
They're
but
both
I generally go towards the Tennessee whiskey, but both are fantastic.
Yeah.
I think for the price and the ease, the availability, they're both great pours.
And on top of that too, with the single barrel, the range is crazy. It's 128 to 139.
Yeah.
Very rarely you find the hazmats.
No, there's been a few hazmats out there. I've not gotten one, but
I haven't found one. The highest I've seen is a 138.9. So at that point, I just say it's 139 because it's pretty much there.
Yeah, I think my highest is 137.7. But that's my daily sipper choice. But the 14 is just so quintessential Jack, and it's so good. Yeah. So far, this has been my whiskey of the year.
Unfortunately, it's the only bottle I have of it. So
he's got a couple, or had 2. You have 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has 2. He has a backup.
Yeah, I've not found my backup yet. I'm working on it.
He keeps telling me to stay away.
So a lot of good stuff out there, though. I mean, there's so much good whiskey out there. It's so much good picks out there. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun to be in the community and just try all those picks.
That's what I was kind of getting to when we were talking about different picks and whatnot. I think everybody kind of goes through the stages of I need to find out what I like. I need to find certain allocations. I need to find certain single barrels or be a tater, or someone did a pick. I need the sticker. Not even care about the bourbon. I just want the sticker. So you kind of go through those phases, and then
sticker. What do you mean by sticker?
Like a tater sticker?
Sticker.
Yeah, like a sticker. You just want the group pick sticker. You don't even care about the whiskey. It's this sticker looks cool.
That's. So I think that's a phase everybody goes through when they really get into the hobby.
And I have way more than that. But
everybody goes through that phase where they're just after that bottle that everybody wants to collect, right?
Yeah.
Everybody goes through that phase where I got to get the Weller Special Reserve. I got to get the Blantons. I got to get this because it's part of that growth process.
Yeah. And then once you kind of go through all that, it's okay, I have
Richard. Well, you know what? I have a tater sticker on our Blue Note pick that's going to be released here in the next few days. That's actually a pretty funny sticker. Yeah. So
as that bourbon guy says, the FOMO phase.
Right. For sure.
But once you kind of get through that, you're okay, I like some of these. I don't like some of these. What would it be like if I started blending them together? So, I have a really good blend that I love. If you've never tried Chattanooga's Cash Strength, it's at a 111 proof and a little bit of Buffalo Trace. I call it a Buffanooga. It comes up to about 100 to 101 proof. really good in my opinion. I bring that to golf courses all the time for bachelor parties, or like the 1915. That bourbon guy and I did a blend for the 1910 and the 1920, and it obviously becomes the 1915. You go through like those kind of phases where you're trying to kind of get rid of bottles and just seeing what's good. Go through an infinity phase. Maybe you get like the little barrels where you add, and hopefully they get aged a little bit better with like Everclear or whatever. So like, there's all these different phases.
You can't say it gets better with Everclear.
No, but it's at least got some of that golden brown color.
And then you
compared
get
to
better
white.
with Fireball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
So-
the point is, you go through all these phases, and you're like, okay, now I'm at the phase about like
The
single barrel.
4
picks.
Whiskey King. That's him.
I am the 4 Whiskey King. That's
Yeah,
right.
Richard.
I need a sample of that. The Chattanooga with Buffalo Trace. I need a sample.
I might need to recreate some, but I will gladly give you some.
Yeah, let me know when I ship
Yeah. I'll have to.
When I ship the high note, I'll ship it.
It's literally a 50-50 ratio of Chattanooga 111.
I actually like the Chattanooga 111.
I do too, and I was like, I'm just gonna try this, and then the Buffalo Trace. So it has the very like quintessential Buffalo Trace, but elevated in proof, and it has a little bit of like that Tennessee, like not to say minerals, but like it has a little bit of that Tennessee flavor. There you go,
Richard. That pick's going to be available here in the next few days. I got a note today. It's at the warehouse. I'm waiting for them to add it to inventory so I can put it on my shop, and that is my shop link. So
yeah, please text me when that comes out, because I
will.
won't, if you send it to me as a,
it's going to be Friday or Monday. It's going to be because they're off on the weekend, so it's going to be Friday or Monday that I put it on.
So tomorrow,
if you send it to me as like is in the email, I won't see it.
I'll text you. I'll text you when it comes out. Yeah, for sure.
So
Lip Service Crew wants to know how many bottles you have, Doc. We gave our numbers. I got like the 530. He's got 520.
Uno reverse card. Where are you at?
Yeah.
Uno reverse card. Let's see. I'm on Only Drams. So let me see.
Same. I am too.
I'm on Whiskey Shelf. I think I'm going to have to move to Only Drams.
I was on Whiskey Shelf, and then I got interrupted during my scanning process, and I couldn't remember where I left off. So I said, screw this. I was like 3/4 done in my collection. I didn't remember where it was. So I said, screw it. I'll just start over from scratch.
Oh, shit.
It was so much easier than deleting everything.
You guys really want to know my number?
Yeah. What's your number?
Fuck, I didn't even know this until I've never looked it up. I never even looked at it until now. 1046.
Oh,
whoa, double us.
Wow. I wouldn't even be able to put it that. I mean, I'm like maxed out at
well, I mean, I see your
530. I don't know where I would.
I mean, Doc, I see your corner and I see bottle after bottle after bottle. It makes sense now. You have no shelving space.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't see what's on the side of me.
I know. I see a small corner view.
Now I know you guys. Like, your first time watching me, right? I got challenged by who's the one that challenged me?
Damn.
The brothers. The brothers challenged me. So I actually put out all my whiskey. All my whiskey's actually online right now, so you guys can watch what I have online. So
I watched your video of like your shelves where you went.
Minor Brothers actually did challenge me. So I put that all out. So you guys can go watch that if you want.
Yeah, I watched that video, and it did take you like climbing ladders and looking at stuff on top of shelves. I did watch that video.
Yeah, so I do have that. So yeah, I have. I didn't realize I had that many bottles either, so I didn't know that.
So quit making me feel bad for only having 48 bottles.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with 48 bottles. We all start somewhere, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly.
If those are 48 bottles you enjoy, that's all you need.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Exactly.
I don't drink a lot of whiskey, even though you think we do, right? I open them, I taste them, I review them, and I move on. So that's why I have so many bottles open.
No, but you know, we both drink a lot. But
whiskey.
Doc, you're forgetting something very, very important.
What's that?
You also give away a lot. So,
yeah, you give away a lot.
So
right?
the giveaway is also very, very important in my mind because it's not only you're sharing it with yourself and drinking it and trying it, you're also sharing that experience with somebody else who may not be able to have that bottle or just really curious about it. So to me, that goes a long way.
You want to know why I do that? Like,
why?
So I'm old fashioned ways, right? So my whole thing start with the old fashions. That's my groundbreaking, like how I started, right?
Yeah.
But then when you start getting to old fashions, you have to learn about the bourbons, you have to learn about the whiskeys, you have to learn about the rye, right?
Yeah.
As I'm doing that, I'm watching all these videos. And I got tired of watching somebody drink Jack Daniel's 14 and tell me how good it is, but I can't get it.
Yeah,
no, I gotta
Screw them. Screw them. I said, if I'm gonna get Jack Daniel's 14, I'm gonna share that with people. And that's my thought. So anytime I do a review, I share samples because I want you guys to be able to sample that as well.
I love that. I need to create a channel and do the same thing. I pretty much have a similar mindset. And I know with our local bourbon crew, it's the Ohio Bourbon Barrel Club. And that particular one, I did Openly King Kentucky, the barrel proof, as I was mentioning for batch 11 for E.H. Taylor. But the whole concept is I want to make sure that one, someone's going to appreciate it, but also as I push this new product out, like if it's a bottle kill, yeah, that sucks because it's a very expensive bottle, but I know people appreciate it, and I'd rather have people share that experience with me. Yeah. So I'm all about that. All about that.
Lip service crew.
It's all about the experience. It's all about the people you share it with.
Yeah.
It's all about the experience that they have with that. I mean, it's just that's the best part of it. That's honestly like if I have somebody come in here and they've never had bourbon before, we start them at low proofs. We work our way up, and we like we take them in different directions depending on what they like. You know, that's so much fun. That's the fun part of it. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
Lip service crew wants to know what's the oldest bottle you have.
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
I have a 28-year product.
Go grab the one that says.
I don't know. I don't know.
It says Old Fitz Prime.
But I'm probably this weekend. I'm probably riding one of the oldest bottles I'm ever gonna get. So the oldest bottle I have right now is probably an Armagnac. It's a 1975.
Cheers, Oak and Agave.
I actually take that back. The oldest bottle that I have from an age statement is going around that 27, 28 years. But I do have a bottle that I got with that bourbon guy, aka Paul. It's from 1971. McCorkle, I think it was the name of it, and they did like the leprechauns decanters and had a music box on it. Paul did a video on that, and that is my oldest. And I tried his, not mine, but it's good.
This is a 1970 Stitzel Weller distilled Old Fitz 7-year that I got from. It was in a decanter. I put it in this bottle, but yes, a 1970 Stitzel Weller.
Yeah,
and this is probably my favorite bottle in my entire collection. It's like drinking motor oil. It's so thick, it's crazy.
Yeah. And it's wild too because that's like a 6-7 year product.
It's a 7-year product, but it's crazy how good it is.
Yeah. And we had the conversation just because the older whiskey, I think, had different types of wood that was being used.
Yeah, it had much tighter spirals in the barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
If you ever go to like Kentucky and you're like close to that, go to Neat. Neat is like
Neat.
I have a Revival.
I have a Glen from Neat, and I love that place.
Yeah,
I got to try the I think it was Japanese International Four Roses for $5, and it was like a couple years old, and I was like, I want to find that bottle so badly.
Bryant says we got a group our group got an A in kindergarten. He's in our bourbon club, and we share a lot of great awards among ourselves.
And honestly, it's one of those things where we talk about like if one of us win, we all
win because we all get to drink it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oak and Agave says he has the Rhetoric 23 year. That's his oldest age stated. My oldest age stated is 28.
28 as well.
So it's an Obtainium. It's an Obtainium. A whiskey aged in Stitzel Weller barrels for 28 years.
Same.
Wow.
I have one of those as well. I also have a lot of the Monkey Mucks.
I'm jealous.
So they're like 24, 25, and 26.
Yeah. But those are Scotch.
Those are Scotch.
We're definitely gonna have to do some swaps behind.
Absolutely,
for sure. So. No, but you know what I think would be great? There would be a part 2. So when we get eventually all of our swaps together, we try them together on camera.
Yeah.
That way we get together for a part 2.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I was about to say, hey, I've been on your channel. I need you guys on my channel next.
Exactly. Part 2, chime into Doc's channel.
I do Friday nights. I don't do Thursdays because I have to work tomorrow, So I can get a little bit crazier on Friday night. So I'm gonna look at my schedule. I'm gonna send you guys my availability, and let's work on a Friday night together, guys.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I would love to come on your channel.
I know-
I'll get Patrick over.
I know this.
We'll
this,
come on for
this
sure.
month's obviously a little bit shot just because of plans and stuff going
Yeah.
on, but
So for July, let's look at that.
absolutely
Sometime
for
in
July.
Yeah.
Absolutely for July. That'd be
So I'll bring you
super.
guys on, and we'll give away a whole bunch of shit together.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll have some stuff lined up.
I got to
we'll
start
give
making
away
some
for sure.
sample kits out.
And
I gladly.
what we're gonna do is highlight yours. We're gonna have a big circle around it, a big like bars pointing to like arrows pointing to it, and so we know which one's yours.
Yeah, like it was for number C, whichever one. This one right here was C. Just saying,
Trevor asked, "Have you ever been to Revival in Covington, Kentucky?"
it's
No,
right
I
next to New Riff. It's like 10
Wait,
minutes.
Revival is
It's by New Riff.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit away. It's in
Well,
Covington.
but I'm
in
saying it's in
Newport.
that area.
It's in that
though.
area. Yeah.
It's in that area.
It's like neat, kind of. So they're a vintage whiskey bottle shop.
Mhm.
They have like the weekly $5 pours. Like
because they have it online.
Yeah,
Like, they're online all the time. But I have not been there. I have not been
that's
there.
fantastic.
The
So
first-
I've had a lot of like 1970s pours for like $5 a pour.
Yep.
You can get decanters from the 70s for
Yep.
like 150 bucks. So
One of
pretty
the
cool place.
one of the unique things that I'm looking for is a bottle that was finished in 1990, not like started. So I want to get like a dump date for like my birth year for 1990. But the first time that I went to Revival was
He's a baby.
actually
no, I know, right? I'm like, I
know.
72. I'm like
I know.
20 years ahead of him.
I'm a youngin. But the first time I went there twice. But the only time that I went there, the first time I went there was with Todd,
was with me,
and it was like 2 days or the day before I had back surgery last year.
yeah.
So I'm very, very excited to still be walking, but I was like Quasimodo. I was all hunched over. It was not fun. It was a terrible experience. And whiskey was medicinal at that point, so it made me feel better.
Yeah, if you're ever up in that area around, like you talked about New Riff and Party Source, it's about maybe 10-15 minutes away from there. Check out Revival if you like neat.
Yep.
Revival is very cool.
I know they're that close to that because we've been by there many times. But I didn't know that was right there. So
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
check it out.
5-10 minutes away from the store. Another place we love is Uncorked.
Which is in that same area.
Yep,
Yeah,
same
it's
area.
It's a liquor store.
Yep.
damn.
It's like-
I need to get all these written down so I can send to my wife because my
just rewatch the live. Just
No,
rewatch the live.
next time you're going to Kentucky and you're going to certain areas, let me know. We do like 6 or 7 trips to Kentucky a year. So I know a lot of the stores.
I'm so jealous. I don't do like 2.
Yeah.
Those are still good numbers considering how far you are.
Those are rookie numbers. Those are rookie.
No.
You gotta pump those numbers up.
No,
Yeah, I gotta pump those numbers up.
Well, no. I completely disagree. We have a friend in our bourbon group, Craig. He's been a bourbon drinker for a while, one of the founding members of our group, and he has yet to go the bourbon trail.
Yeah.
So he's going for his birthday. I think in a couple this
No,
weekend.
he's there right now.
Oh, he's there right now. So yeah, he went down. I think today. I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do I do? I'm like, just hit this store, like 20 minutes away from one another. Just have fun.
Yeah, but I go down there 6, 7, 8 times a year. Trevor just said, Trevor is one of my Patreons. He lives down there. So if you're going to a specific area in Kentucky, you're going to be somewhere, let me know. And I'll tell you what stores to hit around that
And
area.
if not,
down
it's
because-
always good for meetup.
Unfortunately, this year I'm not going to. I always go to the Bourbon Festival. I'm not going this year.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not going
Yeah.
either. The tickets sold out really fast.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, like
it was
in
crazy.
seconds.
It was insane. They went up $100.
Yeah.
And they sold out like that. Like,
And the bourbon bubble is popping. I don't believe it.
yeah. So instead of that, I'm going to London to the World Whiskey
there you
Festival. So I'm going that instead.
That's
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
really cool.
Yes, and
Very
no, I'm sad. I love KBF. I love KBF, and I can get in there. So, oh well, this year's not happening for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going either. We were thinking about it, but the tickets sold so fast. We're just we're not going to do it. So we will be making more trips down there, but we're not going down there for the bourbon.
Next time I'm going down there, I'm reaching out to you. Hopefully, we can all meet up. So it'll be
Yeah,
great. I'm going to
great.
send you some dates for July so we can all get together and do
Absolutely.
a live. It'll be fun. We'll give away a lot of shit. We'll give away a lot.
I'm
Yeah,
all for
absolutely.
it.
Let me know. And Friday night would be a good night. It's a fine night for me. So as long as after 6 or after, I think you start at 6 or 7 Central.
Central Standard Time in your
yeah, so 7 for me Eastern, that's fine. So that'd be good.
That's not a problem. And my thing is I have a new relationship with kids, and I usually hang out with them on Fridays, but I'm willing to pass up one of the times to connect with you again because it was a great conversation.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think our vibes are just awesome. I know we're going to be best friends moving forward.
Yeah,
I've been married for 24 years, and I broadcast from my house, so it's not a problem.
Me too. So I'll make sure that
like 10 minutes away.
I need to go grab food because I'm feeling the alcohol.
Yeah, we're
normally I don't, but I came in here. I jumped on, no food. I eat at 6 o'clock normally my time. So I need to go get some food.
You might need some Swenson's burgers, some Luigi's pizza.
No, what though? Next time I'm in Akron, I'm calling you mother effers because
absolutely. We'll
let's get together. That's fun.
You and your spouse have a place to stay, whether it's at mine or at his. You have a spot to crash. Don't even worry about a hotel.
I'm just telling you, I'm Big Spoon.
You know what?
You're staying with him.
I'll be your backpack. It's okay. I'll be your backpack. It's okay.
All right, guys. Oh, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.
We'll be in contact. We've went over, but thanks a lot, Doc. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who's joined. And remember, the best bourbon or whiskey is the one you like the most.
Yep. 100%. And the way you like to drink it. And drink it the way you like. Because you know what? No matter what we say, you can drink it however you want.
That's right. So, thanks, Doc. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.